Hi y'all, what's up y'all? Disclaimer, first use education purpose use only. Our rights, image, and music clip belong to their respective owner, and we do not claim ownership. Man, y'all know I'm back, and I want to start this off like this here. Now y'all know, man, Trey ain't been he done switched up the narrative when it come to you know, when they talk about the Bible and the disciples, the Freemasonry, and all of that old stuff. Cause y'all know my content, you know what I'm saying, based off Kanika Jenkins. But if it wasn't for Kanika Jenkins, I would never looked into other things. All because of a murder case. And then once you study the murder case and you figure out who the higher ups is, you'll be like, man, this stuff is so deep, and you can actually see the key players. So this is what I want to show everybody, like this here. This is the reason why I'm still talking about this Bible thing. Cause this what led me up to Menace Society. Everybody know and watch Menace Society before. That's a good movie. I swear it's a good movie. I laugh, giggle, hee hee, ha ha. You know what I'm saying? It's a good comedy movie. Right? If it weren't for Kanika Jenkins case, I look at this movie totally different. And you want to know why I look at this movie totally different? Because of this. Y'all, this the reason why they call us niggas. So when I show you this receipt, look who the niggas would be. Right? And then once you go to him, look. So don't that look like him? Don't that look like him? So when I trace back, be like, oh, he look just like him. Hold on now, I don't need that on. I just need to play the video. I just want that to sink in. Hold up.
Sis.
Hold up. Damn, hold on, I'm moving too fast. Where I was at? Right here. Hold on. Don't he look like him? So when Trey Gang was telling y'all about imageries, right? So guess what they did? If you look at all the people that played characters, look. Man, you can't tell me the same image. Same image. So when I was telling y'all, look, if you go to the Bible and you would see that, oh, it's really a cover up. It's really based on imagery. You know what I'm saying? look just like him. Watch this. Check this out. I'ma stop him. Let's go to Bernie Mac. For a prime example, Bernie Mac. Prime example, Bernie Mac. Where she at? Hold on, nah, not right here. Where she at? Y'all see what I'm saying now? Hold up. Matter of fact, watch this. I gotta what that lady is? What's her name again? I'm just showing y'all images. Man, these people look just alike. Where that lady at? I forgot her name. I'm trying to see what her name was. I ain't went that far down. Right here. Now y'all see that? So when you heard this term, niggas, this who we actually is. Niggas is the word for king of Ethiopia, cinematic language, right? So when you think about slavery, think about, guess what heritage we really come from? Ethiopia mixed with African, European. Oh, they just got one image. Hold on. Hold up. So check this out. This finna blow y'all mind. Watch this. Grady on Sanford and Son. Hold on, let me get a good picture of Grady. Hold on, let me get a good picture of Grady. Now you see how Grady look? Man, you got to be kidding me. Ain't that a perfect image? If this image alone graded. Just look what they look like. My bad, gang. I had my microphone mute. I'm showing y'all images though. So this is what I'm showing y'all. Did you see how Hollywood reversed the game and say y'all not kings? You niggas are not kings and queens. Matter of fact, we hate you niggas. Them the racist ones, you know what I'm saying? Not they don't prefer it to all people. They just prefer it to the racist one. We don't like you niggas, and we hate you niggas. Them the ones that know your history. Here go you proof right here. Hollywood flipped the script and said, hey, we can dethrone y'all from king off your little throne here and put you in rags and make movies and everybody would laugh at you. Boy, ain't that the most clever thing you could do in the United States? That's all I'm saying. I would have never figured this out when it came to the Bible. I would have never figured this out when I found out, oh, this the real truth of the Bible. That's why they want you to believe, yeah, y'all came from Africa. That when you think about it, they say y'all came from Africa, white people came from Africa too. So when you think of that, in the Bible speak that, yeah, we the lost tribes of Israel. No, we ain't the lost tribes of Israel because we scattered all over the world just like them. The reason why you can't find them, if you think about it, they in plain sight. You just don't know where to look, but them the first one that wake you up in the morning with the news. Them the first one that, you know what I'm saying, coming out with movies with Aquaman and Power Rangers and the Black Rangers and you know what I'm talking about and all this stuff. So Hollywood was like, let me dethrone you niggas. Cause the seed produced after itself, right? Just say like, if you got an apple seed, once you plant it, it's gonna produce out its own kindness, right? That means you're gonna get another apple. You see what I'm saying? If you look, boom. So once you heard this, I ain't even gonna lie. Unc 607, this just is a small world, bruh. This world is so small. Dude said, hey, you know we living in the stimulations? Hey, don't you know, did you Christians read your Bible? He was explaining all of that shit. Keep this in mind. That man said something that rung a bell into me. I would have never figured this out when it come to this. With this. Right? I would have never figured this out. I said, oh, this makes sense right here.
Oh, what? You want to play last time? We never was playing. Listen,
So look, everything what he just said, right? What that lady that I just had that lady pulled up right here. Let me go back to this. Look at Fred Sanford. Look at Fred Sanford, right? If you look at how the way they took people, hold on, Bernie Mac. Now you see what I'm saying, bruh? Now you see what I'm saying? You can actually look at, check this out. If you go to Shaka Zulu and look what Shaka Zulu tribe look like. Once you look what Shaka Zulu tribe and what Ethiopia look like, check this out. Like this come from the Ethiopia tribe. This come from the Africa tribe that's with the Ethiopia tribe. You got to think about it. Ethiopia was already breeding with Africans. And guess when they were breeding with Africans, they started breeding with Europeans through human trafficking, prostitution and shit. So what I'm basically saying is, when I said, look, y'all, I had found out some things about the Bible, and I'm not trying to make nobody look at Jesus like Trey Gang, you know, Jesus my Lord and Savior. This finna hard for me to be like, man, look, the things that I found out, Jesus is not your Lord and Savior. And I just want to say this, cause I will believe in this stuff all my life. Look, listen to this.
Yeah.
Rape and pillage?
Yeah, Columbus said that. Damn. Yeah, but they think the Indians were Indians, but the Indians was black. There a lot of people don't know. But they think they're Indians. I don't know.
So wait, so who had it worse?
Yeah, they was black.
Who had it worse, the Indians or the blacks? Who had it worse when it comes to?
They the same. Listen, they the same. People don't know.
Who had it worse, the Indians or the blacks? If you go back to the images, right? This come from Ethiopia. This what Ethiopia look like. Africa gonna have ancestry through Ethiopia because they all on the same land, right? So there's no doubt. You can check that through the nose, the lips, and all of this. So when they said who got it worse, the Indians, and everybody know what Christopher Columbus did to the Indians. But guess what? We the niggas, and we still here. Guess who got it the most? The Indians.
Oh, they the same. Listen, so blacks was everywhere. You don't know that. Well, I'm gonna say black, but I'm gonna say black because you said black. But they was everywhere. Yeah. Somehow they ended up in Spain, and they ruled Spain for a long time, and they were having kids, and they call it Spanish. And then you think
that's real history. Cause check this out. I looked at everything what that man said, everything what that man finna say, all of this. I got all of this shit pulled up. This shit finna lead back to what I was trying to tell y'all. I was like, man, don't y'all know this man got a big following? If that man say to his following, Google this, look into this, Man, that man would outdo TD Jakes, Overstein, Joel Overstein. Man, that man was gonna outdo big preachers. The message what that man said, bro, that man finna really expose the main invisible, cause the shit that he's saying is gonna destroy they Nicodemus doctrine. It's gonna destroy it, bro. It's gonna kill it. It's gonna kill it. So when he said, look, let me just play the video and so y'all get a better understanding.
Yeah. But they think the Indians were Indians, but the Indians was black. That's a lot of people don't know. But they think they're Indians. I don't know.
So wait, so who had it worse?
Yeah, they was black.
Who had it worse, the Indians or the blacks? Who had it worse when it comes to?
They the same. Listen, they the same. People don't know how they the same. Listen, so blacks was everywhere. You don't know that. Well, I'm gonna say black, but I'm gonna say black because you said black. But they was everywhere. Yeah. Somehow they ended up in Spain, and they ruled Spain for a long time, and they were having kids, and they call it Spanish. And then you think they're Mexicans, but they're not Mexicans. They from Morocco, because Morocco in Africa.
Can we Google? Can anybody?
Yeah, look it up. Look it up.
Siri?
Look it up.
Okay.
Yeah, people. A lot of people.
See that? Check this out. This what I told y'all. I said, man, look, this shit is public information. And man, if you want to know the truth, just Google it. Once you Google it, nobody never called that man out. And that man, look what that man talking about Christianity. This dealing with our religious belief, right? So now you finna understand what he finna say about the Bible, the all the people that's in the Bible and the lost Bibles. Check this out.
All right. So when it comes, you make it sound like the white man is the worst man.
I'm gonna make a change.
Oh, shout out Michael.
For once in my life.
That sound like Michael was a pipe.
Did y'all know, look, Christianity is a aberrant religion. Keep that in mind, which is state that Jesus is the Son of God and rose from the dead after his crucifixion, who has come as the Messiah and the prophecy in the Old Testament. Now look, but this pose, so you mean to tell me if Jesus was a Christian, why he fulfilling prophecy with the aberrants? You know what I'm saying? The Iranians, right? Once you understand what's really going on, the whole thing, this man told you, man, you know who really run the world, right? They gave you false images, idols. You worship idols. The whole idol was Jesus, the whole Bible. Since you believe in Christianity, you living in this assimilation. Cause he told everybody like, hey, you know, I sacrificed my son, and he said that. And then hold on, where is it? Right here. If you look at all these people, these niggas, these the niggas, not in what a white man think. Don't look at niggas as a racist word. It was a real name, but it was spelled different. It was just an accent when the foreigners were like, yeah, what y'all name is? Yeah, we niggas. You know what I'm saying? We like, yeah, them some niggers. You see what I'm saying? You see the difference now? You fucking niggers. That's where that term came from. I never did know where that term came from. So, look.
Piper, he called the children. Okay. So as you come back down to earth,
What is that?
That's why he looking in the sky like that.
What are you scanning the universe for?
Cause they want.
Ain't no universe.
Ain't no universe.
No, I'm gonna tell you how I know, right?
Ooh.
Because they told you the universe, and they told you that they figured it out with numbers, right? That's what they told you. They said they figured out the universe using numbers.
Yes.
But how? How can you figure out a creation with a creation from a creation? It don't make sense. They can stop now. So everybody trying to figure out the universe with numbers, they might as well stop. Because you can't figure it out with numbers. There's a lot of people don't know. Yeah, and God told me that. Not the fake one. Yeah, it makes sense. You can't figure it out with numbers. Because they made numbers. They made numbers, so how they gonna figure out the universe with the shit that they made from the universe? They lost. They going down a wormhole. Yeah.
So
A lot of people don't know that.
what does Abraxas look like?
Oh shit.
Oh, here we go.
Bruh, if y'all didn't do y'all research on Nebraskans, this who Nebraskans is. A lot of people didn't know this about Nebraskans. A lot of people didn't know nothing about Nebraskans. Man, and guess where it come from? The Gnostics, Gospels. This the same people that wrote the Bible. This the same people. Look what they say about Nebraskans.
Got a head like a chicken.
Yeah, like a chicken.
Yeah. Listen, let me tell you this, right?
Legs like a serpent.
Listen to me. Abraxas is everything. But you confused. You want to ask what he looked like, but he really dark. Because the dark really the light. I told you that before, right? But I can prove it. You take a light bulb, right? Only thing they put on a light bulb is you put dark over it, like some dark. But when it's dark, you're going to still see like little shines coming up. That's how you know that wherever dark God at is dark. Because we like the reflection. So it's light over it. And they said the light of the world was who?
God.
No, it's the devil. You stupid as shit. You dumb.
The light of the world is the devil?
Yeah. Yeah. If I just told you that the real God is in the dark, who the f in the light then?
Why is the real God in the dark?
Come on, gang, what the? Gang, he in the dark because dark create light, right? He's above everything. He outside of creation, so he outside of light. He's everything. He outside the firmament. He don't live in here. He outside of time. He outside all of this. I see you looking at me like you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, or you're a Jew. You something, because you looking at
So he's saying that's the cold thing about that message. So look, so either way it go, you is a Christian or a Muslim or a Jew. Guess what everybody gonna pick? Well, I'm a Christian. Well, I'm a Muslim. Well, I'm a Jew. And it all came from the same people. It all come from the same people that wrote the Bible. So look, when they said, if you read the Bible again, this is what I found out, gang. I get on my hands and knees, bro. I get on my hands and knees. Just to show y'all that, man, look. I can pull all of this up what that man said when he said this.
God,
You
the
dumb.
light of the world is the devil.
Yeah. If I just told you that the real God is in the dark, who the in the light then?
Why is the real God in the dark?
Come on, gang, what the? Gang, he in the dark because dark create light, right? He's above everything. He outside of creation, so he outside of light. He's everything. He outside the firmament. He don't live in here. He outside of time. He outside all of this. I see you looking at me like you a Christian, you a Muslim, or you a Jew. You something, because you look at me like you just don't believe.
Scientologist.
You like you just don't believe.
Scientology.
You look like you just don't believe. It's okay.
Yeah, Scientology.
It's okay. You can stay in this prison. You can stay in this prison. It's good.
I mean, we here together.
Nah.
Let me ask you: Do wizards exist? Like magic?
I do magic. I see that all the time. See, listen. Let me tell you, a lot of people don't know, right? The world is like energy, and people like it's frequency. People like, how can I come up? They're like, I got a YouTube channel, and this won't go up because you ain't following the right beat. See, life about beat and rhythm. Let me tell you what I mean. YouTube, 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Every day they go ripple reflect, right? You gonna go up, but a lot of times people go 1 o'clock. Yeah, whoa, and then try to start back. You can't do that. Life about a rhythm. That's why in Africa they dance and they beat it a lot. Life about a rhythm, it carry a vibration.
Message?
Yeah, it carry a vibration. So if you want to do things right, you got to do it on rhythm. You got to do it on rhythm. But let me ask you, who got the best rhythm in the world?
Michael Jackson.
No. Who got the best rhythm
black
in the world?
people.
Oh,
Us.
Don't say nothing else.
Us.
Don't say nothing else. But
Niggas. The best rhythm in the world. That's why our rap music, we got the best beats. And outdoing any other artist in the whole world. Keep that in mind.
But guess how they control it? They pay like Dirk and all them to send the wrong frequency to the hood. So the beat that I'm just doing this, they got them off rhythm. I'm saying, so they killing up shit. I'm saying, so them all, let them die.
But Dirt was looking for.
Yeah, fuck Dirk. He get fucked in the booty right now.
So you're saying there is a rhythm that
Yeah,
can
the rhythm.
create
It's
peace
the
and
rhythm that
harmony?
destroy, and it's the rhythm that make everything good. Everybody think about good and bad, but it's energy. Everybody thinks sin, but it's a sine wave. You're born in a sine wave, vibrating through frequencies and shit. So if you don't vibrate correctly, you're wrong. Your got a rhythm. You don't know it, and you can't figure it out. So the bitch crazy. You find that bitch rhythm, she gonna do everything right. You gotta find rhythm in life. That's what I got, mama. Life about rhythm and blues.
Yeah, it sounds like a Disney movie.
So, did you watch the movie Sinners?
I don't watch movies, gang. I live in a movie. Why would I watch a movie when I live in one? Stop playing with me. I live in a movie. Yeah. What? Or like a movie watching a movie? Make it make sense. A movie watching a movie. Stop playing with me.
That would make you Deadpool.
Stop playing with me.
Yeah, you for a ball breaker.
Stop playing with me. I live in a movie, gang.
What character are you playing?
Oh, that's a good one. Well, I got a body, and people think it's me. But don't love this because it's not me. It's a character that you talk about. And I guess right now I'm playing a black person.
With watches and.
So if you just caught on to what he said, check this out. Look, if you just caught on to what he said, then when I showed y'all this, who would be playing in the movies? Look at everybody that's in the entertainment. Check this out. Once you go back to Fred Sanford, Elster, Grady, all of this. If you look at Grady and him, look who he gonna look like. Hold on, where he at? Where he at? Hold on. Where he at? I got to find. Damn, that's close enough. That's goddamn close enough. Ain't that's what Rollo gonna look like? So they turned the kings and the queens to Rollo, Sanford and Son, and graded. So that's what they saying about the dark and the light. So what he mean about the dark and the light is not about the sun and the moon. It's about the skin. Look. Oh yeah, the sun and the light playing both sides. You got the black people and the white people playing both sides and manipulated us. That's all. Look, that's all what he was saying.
Stop playing on me.
That would make you Deadpool.
Stop playing on me.
Yeah, you for a ball breaker.
Stop playing on me. I live in the movie, gang.
What character are you playing?
Oh, that's a good one. Well, I got a body. And people think it's me. But don't love this because it's not me. It's a character that you talking about. And I guess right now I'm playing a black person. Now I'm a black person that forgot that I was God. Yeah, I'm playing that person.
That was a movie.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, no. That,
What was
yeah,
that name of that movie?
I think,
With Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman played it.
He gave his.
Bruce Almighty.
I ain't no white. Stop playing with me.
No.
I thought I was black.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, that was Morgan Freeman as God.
In your last movie, you could have been white.
Come on, gang. Listen.
You couldn't have been black in every
I don't want
movie.
to play. Y'all play. Why y'all play so much?
No. So let's get serious. Let's get serious, man.
No, why y'all play so much, gang?
So let me ask you, why is creation so hard and destruction so easy? It's so hard to create a human life, but to destroy a life is so easy.
See, I don't think you understand.
Goddamn.
You ever heard of yin and the yang?
Yeah, I fuck with
Right.
it.
So when you say creation, that is destruction. It's the same. Just like everything the same. Everything happened at the same time. So in order for something to create, something got to die. I tell this over and over again. I can keep telling you the same. I'm never gonna say either is bad. They both are good.
Like this building we're in. It took,
Yeah, they both the same thing. Like you saying the same thing.
It took
life is like the onion. It's different. What you call it? Layers, but the make you cry.
This building we're in, it took probably months, years to make this.
Come on,
building.
what the are you talking about?
This could get destroyed in a
Joker,
second.
Joker, you tripping, gang.
I'm trying to ask a question.
Everything the same. You tripping, gang. Everything the same.
All right.
Everything. You ain't everything the same, gang. Everything.
Why do we all look different?
Oh. That's a good question, right? You think you look different. Don't you think? We all look the same. We all are bright white ass lights. What the is wrong with you? You don't have a body. What? How many times I gotta tell you you don't got a body? You don't got a body. You think you do. You've been tricked. Listen, let me tell you this. When you was at school, they told you that this, what they tell you this was, matter. What they say, what the name of this?
Yeah.
The M word.
Yeah.
Solid. They told you it was solid. And then they come back and say, well, we made a mistake. Solid don't exist. The fuck you mean solid don't exist? How solid don't exist? They try to trick you. See, solid never did exist, but they told you it did. So when they told you it didn't, you believe they told you the first time. Make sense?
Google?
That's how you trick somebody.
Shit.
Yeah, you tell them everything backwards.
Why are there no fat people in China?
In China?
There's no fat people in China.
You ever been to China?
I watch a few.
They probably don't show the fat people. They is there. They ain't almost like your mama. It's marketing. It's marketing.
So do you read between the lines when he said that you are God? And the reason why he said that, because look how these people, once you find out what's really going on, you would be like, oh, hold on. That's why they dressed themselves like that, because they were calling themselves gods too. Hey, we on the throne. We got crowns on our heads too. Shit, he even looked like Unc and Grady. You see what I'm saying? He even looked like Unc and Grady. Wait till he get old. Don't he gonna look like him? That's why he said, yeah, we all looking like they told you you were God and they got you playing roles in movies. They got you believing that this who you really is. Playing character Rollo. Everybody love Rollo, Bubble. Man, you look how you look. That's why the police was out. Man, then look, they got Elsa, Fred, Sanford. All of these is images of kings. And we came after their likeness. This who we was breeding with. This who was. That's why they call us niggas. The cold part about it, that's our name. But they had an accent to call us niggers. But if you pronounce it right, it means niggas. Check this out. If you go to Marley Wayne, listen to this.
Nigga. Nigga. Nigga.
Boy, they know how to look. Boy. Niggas. And guess who he look like?
Nigga.
Man, bro. If they don't know your ass, I don't know what. I don't know what else to do now. That's why Hollywood made, cause when we watch the movie, we laughing and joking, niggas. Oh yeah, man, that shit funny here, them goddamn Chinese people. But you see the white man coming in first. Look at the message. You got a white man coming in there jump first. Everybody know a white man don't come into a neighborhood corner store. It's a message to this. Look.
Nigga.
아이고 어쨌든
심으려면 우리 말을 알아야 합니다.
우리의 꿈나무 어린이들에게 모국어를 가르칩시다.
Hurry up and buy. Hurry up and buy. Hurry up and buy.
So the whole message is that when we were taking this shit funny, like, man, look at them people talking about hurry up and buy. They so goddamn racist. But the real message is, oh, we used to buy from y'all. We used to buy from y'all. Y'all was kings. You see what I'm saying? So when they dethroned our heritage and threw us off the our kingdom, right? You know what I'm talking about? Because you know what I'm saying? When they took control, that's why they mean hurry up and buy. It's all, oh yeah, now since we control of a market, yeah, you better hurry up and buy, and you better not steal nothing. But that white man stealing everything. Guess what item that he taking off the shelf? Look.
Buy.
Look what items he'll be taking off the shelf.
우리의 꿈나무 어린이들에게 모국어를 가르칩시다.
You see how he taking the money?
Hey, hey, hey! You dropped something.
Yeah, break yourself, fool.
Y'all don't see the message now in the movie? Look. Guess why he said, I feel sorry for your mother. That's crazy. That we took it as a joke. But if you really understand the joke, I feel sorry for your mother.
They want everybody to eat rice. Yeah. They marketing rice over there. It's a fat bitches in China. Come on, gang. You know it's a fat bitches in China. Stop playing on me. Stop playing like only fat bitches. They ain't got no hamburgers in China. Stop playing on me. It's fat bitches in China, gang.
Google?
Stop playing on me. It gotta be. So ain't no fat bitches in China.
It's McDonald's.
There's a McDonald's in China?
Come on, gang. It's McDonald's in China. It's fat bitches in China.
Hey, can somebody Google?
Come on, gang.
Google a picture. Go to
You
images.
tripping, ask about China. I ain't never been to China, gang. I'm just keeping it real. You asked me. She asked me about the spirit. Yeah, I don't know nothing about the spirit. Is the spirits in China?
Yeah, I would.
You found a fat bitch? Yeah. Fat bitches everywhere.
Teach me something. Shit. Okay.
Fat bitches everywhere.
I want to talk about something that's happening in the U.S. right now. They are removing food coloring from all of the food products.
Yes.
The dyes that.
I'll tell you what I mean, right? This right here, this cup being like something that you invented, a business, something that you own.
Imagine being able to build an app.
So now look. So everything what he was saying, right? Check this out. If you look back at Africa right now, if you know where the Mali Empire was, think about Mount Musa, right? Mount Musa. Guess where Mount Musa was located? In this area. This what I figured out. This right here was man-made. Cause they tampered in with the water system and flooded all of this land out and created a borderline and separated it from Iran. So the real Noah flood, when it comes to the Noah flood and all this, they try to cover up for where the Garden of Eden was, and it started in Ethiopia. It started in Ethiopia. That's why Ethiopia claimed their goddamn throne with the cross. But not the Iranians. Not the Iranians. You know what I'm saying? You will never see an Iranian holding the cross. You won't even see an Iranian or Afghanistan wearing the cross around their neck. You see what I'm saying? So look. This what I found out about the Bible. If the Bible say Adam and Eve were born because God created them out of mud, that means you created somebody you created an idol out of mud. Out of mud. You don't think the real God would have created us with better than that? So look, basically, this is what I found out about the Bible. The whole truth, nothing but the truth. In Genesis, when they said, make man in our likeness, it wasn't never about the creation. It was about the idol. It was about let's make man in our image. When they said make man, they killed all the statues, you know what I'm saying, in man form. Cause now you got a picture. That's where Jesus come in at. So look, this is Egypt. Ethiopia is down here. What I found out, white people was always in Africa with the Ethiopian. They were majority in South Africa and West Africa. From what I learned and looking at other people research, all of this will be Africa. All of this right here will be Africa till they flooded that giant, and that's why you got deserts and you know Grand Canyons and shit. It was a war. So if you look at Mount Musa, right, he was the richest person in the world. Notice you can't trace his lineage back, cause they wiped out. They did wiped out a race. Matter of fact, they wiped out a couple of races. Shit. This is like a tsunami. So look, when I looked into this shit, I said, oh, that's why he said, hey, I'm a descendant of Jesus. But in reality, he never was a descendant of Jesus. It was just some people the white man tricked and said, here go the Bible, here go the gospel. And they was fooled by the gospel. And once they figured out, they discovered some caves and found out was like, oh, this was really going on. But since it was so world spread, they accepted it and was like, okay, we accepted it. So this is what it'll look like. If you accept the Bible, we'll say you are part of the royal bloodline, even though the royal bloodline really don't even exist. It just is all about how you decorate your garments. Man, I got a jacket look just like this here. If I put some badges and some feathers on this junk dripped in gold, I could be a colonel too. Look. And they said, look, don't this look like when the devil say, hey, if I show you all these kingdoms and I can have you ruling these kingdoms, if you bow down to me, think about what the devil said to Jesus. And they said Jesus never took that. But look at the people that took that. Shit, I want those kingdoms. And guess what? Since symbols gonna change people's lives, let's put a bunch of them on them and drip them in gold. Come on, man. And once you think about it, gold ain't shit. Silver, diamonds, all this, you know what I'm saying? They really don't mean shit, bro. Look. So basically, they kept the Christianity going. Ethiopia. That's why you already seen crosses and think about when it comes to the covenant, to the Ark of Covenant. They claim they got the Ark of Covenant in their possession. Guess why they claim they got the Ark of Covenant in their possession? Put it like this. You want to know what the really Ark of Covenant is? It's just a book of secrets. that the white man got exposed on, and they seen it was a money grab, and they was like, hey, we're gonna adopt this, we'll agree with you and say, hey, look, we accept Jesus. In reality, they don't accept Jesus, but Jesus gonna bring them money. So when you think about when you pay your tithes and all this, guess where the money going? Jesus bring a lot of money to churches. If you got a church in your neighborhood and you see that parking lot packed, you know what? You just put it like this here. Look at it if it's a Shea Giant. Man, look at all the Shea Giant, man. Look how many people, man, that parking lot packed. That Giant got to be crunk. And you know they spending money. So look at that. Check this out. It's not about a belief system. It's about Jesus bring them wealth. That's what the Jews said. My God gonna bring me wealth, and the people gonna bring me 10% of their earnings. Shit. Mm-hmm. Then they say pray through Jesus. So hold up. For a prime example, Mary. If you're a Christian, check this out. In the beginning, God always prophesied Jesus gonna come into this world in the Old Testament. And God said, hey, it's gonna come through your bloodline. It's gonna come through keep this in mind, all this shit made up. Keep this in mind, all this shit made up. So they came up with a Jesus image instead of everybody worshiping a wood or a stone. You could paint pictures of an image of a hermit. And boy, once you paint it, so look at it like this here. This would be the first image of a God in human form. That's why when the Bible said, even though the Bible came from a white man, and he said, yeah, you know, God say, look, since look, how we gonna explain this this Savior finna come in, but we got to show him in human form. We can't show Jesus in a stone statue. We can't carve a rock and convince the world that, yeah, what image do you got of Jesus for us to convince us? They can't come up like with the Statue of Liberty. Just say like, you can't say Jesus is the Statue of Liberty. You can't say Mount Rushmore is the 4 kings of God. You can't say none of that. You can't say none of that. So what they did, instead of these people were worshiping wood idols, stone tablets, they came up with a picture of human images of a baby Jesus being promised to save everybody's soul. That's how they control slavery. Look. So all of this made up. The research out of, look, the Holy Family. Look at the Holy Family. All of this shit made up. Cause the whole purpose, if God say, hey, Abraham, Moses, be aware, we're gonna promise Jesus gonna come through y'all bloodline later on in life. This was I'm finna debunk every preacher. Oh, is that so? Well, if this Mary, and she gave birth to Jesus, and she don't even got the same bloodline as King David and all of this, right? Why would Jesus was pregnant with somebody that don't got a bloodline, but she the virgin of Mary that gave birth to Jesus that supposed to come to a bloodline. So that means Jesus was never kin to David, Moses, if he didn't come from that bloodline. Adam and Eve, all that means he didn't come from that bloodline. If this a completely another bloodline. Now you see what I'm saying? That's a real problem. I got it in the Bible. But God said, I promised a child and called him Emmanuel. Emmanuel, that's in the Old Testament. And that's where you get this. Back in Ethiopia. So look, when they go back to Ethiopia, right? That's why you got all of this shit. Look. Look. Now I see why you got the Koreans, got him look. They made kings look like real characters, bruh. Watch this.
Sorry for your mother.
Oh, he feels sorry for his mother? But he never said, what the fuck you mean by that? Why you think he said, I feel sorry for your mother? All right, let's deep dive in this shit. Right? They got you believing in Mary. If you believe in Jesus, right, why nobody don't praise Mary? If you a Christian, you ain't never made a prayer be like, thank you, Mary, for blessing us with Jesus, because he's the only way. Ain't nobody study Mary. That make a big difference, right? But check this out. They said Mary was born in 18 BC, so she died right after Jesus too. Hold on, Joseph. This supposed to be the daddy. So if they is not related to Adam and Eve, right? That's the whole thing about it. If they is not related to Adam and Eve, Moses, and all that prophecy that's supposed to be going on in the book of Genesis, in the Old Testament, yeah, the Old Testament is a prophecy supposed to be a baby that's supposed to be born through your bloodline, and this come through another bloodline. No. They just like saying Trey ain't said, look, I got a cousin in the near future finna be born. But you got a broad out here saying, yeah, I had a baby. What? What you mean? I don't know you, bitch. Never met you a day in my life. And all this shit made up. So that means if Moses, check this out. If you look at Jesus' daddy, this supposed to be Joseph, right? When Joseph was born, they don't even say. They don't even say. This is Jesus. Check this out. You don't think this shit made up, man? This is Joe. This supposed to be with. Look how Joseph holding the baby. This an old ass man. Now look how this story sound like. Hey, Mary. Hey, how you doing? You married? Yeah, I'm married. Who you married to? I'm married to Joseph. Y'all having sex? Nah, I'm still a virgin. What y'all mean y'all ain't fucking? You mean tell me you didn't have sex when you got married? You didn't have no honeymoon? Wait a minute. How long y'all been married? The Bible don't never speak to that. So everybody know ain't no old ass lady or a young ass lady finna be a virgin if she ain't got them at like 9, 10, 12, you know, shit like that, right? So you got an old ass man here. Hold on. With no date of birth of his own. So once you go back, let's check what Mary was. Well, if Mary was born 18 years before Christ was born, so that means how old would he would be if she was born in the 18 BC, right? Keep this in mind, Jesus was born in the 1st century. She said Joseph is the spouse. Look who her. Let's go to Jesus' granddaddy. Check this out. They said he was born 75 BC. And he died 15 BC before the grandbaby was died. Now check this out. If you go, I'm finna show you how all of this shit made up. They done said to fit Jesus in we're gonna say he the granddaddy. This a character. This a character. You can't even trace this man back when it come to real life. So you mean tell me you can't trace Jesus' family tree now? So you mean tell me you can't trace his mama's side of the family? Now you got a big problem. Now you got a big problem with the Bible. You said, God said, man, Jesus supposed to come through King David lineage with to fulfill all the prophecies of Moses and Abraham. And they was Muslims. And they was Muslims. So you can't trace back Jesus' granddaddy family tree? But you got narrative. Saint Anne is gonna be the grandmama. Now watch this. This who Jesus' granddad supposed to be married to. All these characters is made up. Check this out. All these characters is made up. Now you see why they had to paint. That's why Ethiopia had to paint. Well, we're gonna paint him with an afro and make him look like us. And covered up their hair. You know what I'm talking about? And then look. No family history. You mean to tell me you can't trace back Mary family tree? You can't even trace back. How would Jesus be related to David if he didn't born through the bloodline? I can see if they said, yeah, David, your cousin had a baby. That's, you know what I'm talking about? That's Jesus. No, none of that. So when Unc was saying this shit, look.
The cup. But everybody chase the money. But they don't understand the values here. And when they chase this, the value keep changing. I told you last time, same thing to you. How much is minimum wage in this town?
Anybody? 7.
How long has it been that way?
For too long.
How long?
Since
All right.
5 years.
Yeah,
5 years. And in 5 years, I guarantee you, the price of the dollar dropped and groceries and shit went up. But they still been paying the people the same amount of money. They everybody.
it's a fucked up economy.
It's a thing going on, and I ain't going for it. I don't like to get. I survived Diddy. What the let America me for? With a small dick. He gets a white dick.
Wait.
Stop playing on me.
How did you survive Diddy?
Yeah.
I mean, how did you run?
Oh no, just leave before 3. Yeah.
Blessings.
Yeah. Man, I survived America too. Just like the Trumps. Because everybody.
So when that man said he was a part of the Illuminati, that man said, check this out. This is one thing I learned. If you become an Illuminati and they make you rich, they gonna make you rich, and once you sell your soul. But you can back your soul back. That's the crazy part about it. Man, if this man whole following would do some Google research when he said, hey, look, this shit ain't real. Y'all don't know this shit is not real, but you live in real life, right? You breathe air, you can touch things, you can see things and hear things, right? But these characters can't hear or see or touch and feel things. These are just paintings. Do you see what I'm saying? And they got you believing in this. All right. If you believe in Jesus, find out his family tree. If you believe in God, read your Bible again and you'll see who the real God is. God don't say, I'm finna destroy the world because I hated that I created man. It's not that when you think about this here now, you'll read the Bible. The average Christian be like, man, God was mad. And he tried to destroy the world because they was so wicked. He wasn't destroying man. He was destroying the image of a man. That's who they destroyed, not humans. That makes sense. It wasn't. The Noah flood is real. The flood happened, but the Noah characters, they fake. They fake. Mm-hmm. I found out in the Masonic Bible, King David never existed. That's in the Masonic Bible. But the King David, King Solomon, his temple exists though. Cause it was all idols. It was all idols, bro. Look at this image. This Jesus granddaddy look just like Jesus. They don't show you like if you take a picture of Trey Gang, I'm gonna take a picture in front of my house, or I'm gonna take a picture of where my whereabouts in the world. Just say like if you from California, you know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna know, yeah, that's California. I'm looking at the houses, the trees, the grass, the palm. Yeah, I know, yeah, that's California because of the city. If he took a picture in Florida, oh yeah, he in a picture of Florida. If he took a picture in Egypt, oh yeah, that's a picture of Egypt. If he took a picture in Africa, oh yeah, that's in Africa. Where he took this picture at? You got to paint it. If you gotta paint a picture, that means it don't exist. And you can't, guess what they said in the Islam? Think about this. If God say this the Holy Bible and this the Christian Bible, right? This the Bible that's recommended in every Christian church of the King James Version. If that's so, why you got aberrant language that's come from this side, right? Islam language. And when it comes to Jesus' mother Mary, she is not mentioning in the Quran, but referred as the wife of who? Do I need to show you this? If you take the M off this, you got Iran. That's how much research I done did. That's how much research I done did. Now look. Mary is not mentioned in the Quran, but the wife, guess who the wife? The husband is. She was childless until her old age. One day, Anne saw birds feeding, and they was, hold on, where I need to go to. She prayed for a child. Now, this supposed to be Jesus' mother, right? The grandmother. I prayed for a child to concede to her husband. Who? Back to Jesus' granddaddy. All this shit made up. He died before the child was born. Look. And they serve in the second temple, which is gonna go back to who? So basically what was going on when it come to the Muslim tradition, when it come to granddaddy, guess what they said that granddaddy come from? Iranian. That's where Christianity originated from. Not Israel, but Iran. But it started out with Muslim when it came from Moses, Abraham, because that's what the Muslim tradition is. Don't eat swine and all of this old stuff and worship 3 days. You gotta pray 3 days and 3 times a day. Same thing for a Christian. Pray 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and night. To keep you focused on the name of God. Once you find out that, the white man, everybody was worshiping the sun. Everybody worshiping the sun. So the white man came up, was like, look, we are the chosen people and we the sons of God. And that's why they paint the sun after their own image. Crazy shit to me. Look. This is Islam. This Jesus' granddaddy. Check this out. This shit was first written in the 2nd century. After his death. 2nd century. That means that'd be 200 years after Jesus died. And now you know all of this shit fabricated. That's crazy. Man, the information I got, I'm thinking about going to a church. I'm thinking about going to a church and hollering at a pastor and be like, look, I got receipts that saying the Bible is about visions and dreams. Cause that's what they said. You got a prophet? Yeah, it's a prophet. He said God said this and God said that. What? This one thing I had a problem with when I was going to church, with the church I was going to, we didn't have no drums and trumpet, none of that. It was just straight gospel. It was just straight Bible teachers. When I say straight Bible teacher, you Christians know what straight Bible teacher mean. All right. When they taught me those straight Bible teachers and go back to those verses, just as like for a prime example, these people would teach you, you going through a hard time in your life. And you know, God, and you trying to do the best you can, and the devil trying to tempt you. And that devil trying to tempt you, you know what I'm saying, cause he knows you faithful to God. And they got them. This how the devil, you know what I'm talking about. I need to be I'm finna be a preacher now, you know what I'm talking about. And expose how they teaching here. So look at it like this here. Look at it like this here. The pastor know all this was a fairy tale, but it actually is a real God. You cannot take that away from me. I got common sense to know a God do exist. I just don't know his real name. And I don't want to call him God because that's what the Bible said his name was. And if the Bible got all these confusions in there, I don't want to call him God. So I call him, when I pray, I call him the person that created me. I don't know you, but I know you exist. And there's a lot of things that's going on in this world. And I don't want nobody to overthrow you because you created me. And I swear to God, with a clear conscience, God don't speak at all. You could just look around. Check this out. You see all these churches? These churches already exist before Jesus. This what, check this out. Don't you know when they said when Jesus got crucified and all of this, and they went to the palace and the courts, they told you what the courts look like, right? What a court look like? A church. What a courtyard look like, right? So when you go to court, Don't you walk in these same buildings and be like, yeah, man, shit, man, I've been charged with a motherfucking robbery. Man, what they gonna do? I don't know yet, you know what I'm saying, man. I ain't gonna know till I go in there, motherfucker, give me a little lawyer and shit, you know what I'm saying? And this is what the court look like, especially the Supreme Court. Anything that's dealing with justice, oh, guess what tribe that is? That's how you can identify the tribes. If you go to the 12 tribes right now, the 12 tribes got a roll. Watch this. I want everybody to thumb me up right now. Not right now, though. Not right now. But when I say, man, thumb me up when I show you the 12 tribes of Israel. I want you to think about courts. I want you to think about when I say courts, think about your loved ones locked up. Look at the symbols on the wall, the scales of justice and the seal of the state. Right? You seen the seal of the state, and when you go to visit your family member, don't this look similar that you walk into? That's like going through a judgment that these people playing God. That's just like they said heaven, right? Yeah, you died and we finna judge you for your sin. Check this shit out, right? 12 tribes of Israel. Hold on. Hold up. Matter of fact, let me do it like this. All right. All right. Do this make sense now? Check this out. If you go to jail, who hands you gonna be in? This where the lost tribes at that's in plain sight. When you go to jail, who determine how much time you gonna get? With that saying alone, look, the 12 tribes of Israel, matter of fact, Asher is a tree. Okay, what the tree symbolize for? Asher was the 12 tribes of Israel descended from Jacob, and the 8th son of Jacob is the one of the 10 lost tribes. Right? So before I click on this, Asher is a tree. Once you find out, oh, that's why they say Asher is a tree, because if you go to Dan, Dan is a symbol of justice. This what you see when it comes to murder trials, if you get locked up, even for a traffic ticket, a lawsuit, they got the scale of justice. They got the scale of justice. If I get locked up right now, and then face the judge, that's they descendants. This the lost tribes. Don't that make sense? This would be, they never lost. They just the judges, the lawyers, and the prosecutors hiding in plain sight. All right. Look. Judah, Israelite, musical instrument. Think about the Jews that own the music industry. Now you know who owned the music industry through the tribe of Dan. All right, let's go to Judah. Kenar. But it's still Judah, though. It's still Judah. Right? It's still Judah. with the same thing because it's still dealing with music. That's why when Unc told y'all, Unc 607, yeah, man, it's a vibration. When they play the frequency off tune, you got everybody killing each other. You can't. Nobody ain't never killed nobody on no Luther Vandross music. How can you kill somebody listen to some R. Kelly music? I wanna bump and grind. Pow, pow, pow. No, you don't do that. That shit, the vibe don't mix. The vibe don't mix. You thinking about fucking bumping and grinding shit. I'm ready to fuck some, goddammit. Alright, look. This is what the tribe they said that's missing. If you go to the Reuben tribe in the book of wait a minute, Judah. They're gonna be the crown when it comes to the music, symbolize King David. Now you understand it, right? Reuben in Genesis chapter 30, verse 13. You know, when you got the palm tree. So think about when you rich, you want to stay, yeah, look. Hey man, we got the scale of justice. We the judges, we the lawyers, we the prosecutor, we the lawmakers. When it come to the music, we can crown them and make them stars. When it come to Reuben, you know what I'm saying? And all of this old shit, you get the palm trees, the weeks, right? To the dreams to receiving as a child. Hold on, look, if you go to the Nephilims and the Ashikah, that's where you finna get the sun, the moons, and the stars. Oh, once you go to Simon, Lower, and the walls of the city of Shemit, Benjamin, Jugs, all this. If you look at all of this, look, everybody, all the 12 tribes is not missing. All of them in power. Guess who in power? When you get locked up, when the police lock you up, this one of the tribes that determine your fate. How much time you get in jail. Lady Justice. And guess that's come from the tribe of Dan. If you go to tribe of Ishar, guess what Ishar is all about? A tribe of Israel then descended of the eighth son of Jacob. Let's go to this. What she do? Or what he do? According to the book of Joshua, right? The Canaanites by the Israelites in the tribe. She is associated with 12 tribes with the Boskis, King Kenshin, who was conquered. Wait a minute. Editors and Cain and all this old shit in the Galilee. Oh, no. This is why I want to get to the Moses. Hold up. So, when it comes to the Moses with the prophecy, oh, yeah. It makes sense. Here go the other tribes when they go back to Muslims. That's why they got all the prophets. Because when you think about the prophets in the Old Testament, them were Muslim prophets. Them was Muslim prophets, and when you read the Holy Quran, that's why they came up with the Muhammad. Man, this shit all a game and a scheme, bruh. Check this out. If you a Christian, I'm a Christian. And I'm finna denounce my Christianism because I know what it originated from. It's documented what it generated from. I bet you if you denounce yourself as Christian, you ain't got to denounce yourself as Christian. Check this out. I tell you what. You could denounce Jesus, and I bet you still get a blessing. Look how many people that still got a blessing and don't even think about Jesus at all and never call up on his name. Look how many niggas that were drug dealers. Look how many people that's mass murders don't believe in God and still get a blessing and become rich. I'm just speaking real. I'm just speaking real. The way I got my mindset on this stuff and the things. Look, House of David. That's why they check this out. When it comes to King David, you remember you heard about King David's story. You heard about King David. Counseled this war when it comes to King David. But keep the star in mind when it comes to Simba. Yeah, that's King David right there. A fucking star. He was never born and he was never real. And that's why the Jews and everybody wear this 6-pointed star. Because it's going to symbolize, yeah, this was a real person. If you read your Bible, that's the whole trick. If you read your Bible, this what these people did, bro. If you look at the symbols right now, that look like if you put sand in her and see how much sand would, and that give you end of the times. Sand right here. If you look, this 3 pyramids, 6 pyramids, everything equal up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-pointed star, everything equal up at. It's all about the devil. The devil not real. This is what I found out. Check this out. I found out the devil not real. Jesus is not real. The God they say that's real, he not real. But it's a God in this world. They don't want us to know the name. But we see him every time in the morning. What if God is the sun and the moon is the wife? Cause they all close together. Wherever the sun go, she go. And the reason why I said that, cause I'm like, man, you mean to tell me, man, God, the way they had me thinking as a Christian, like, yeah, you know, God said he gonna bless little girls and they virgins and shit. I guess he breaking their cherries. And I'm gonna have a baby by you. But the whole time they never said, did I have a wife? Did God have a wife? Cause if it was that case, if you really think about it, why would God got to come to a hermit anyway, bless a child through her, and he got a wife of his own, and could show the whole world a miracle? If you were still believing people were living 900 years old, shit, that's why Unc said they had to invent a number. Invent numbers and shit.
Rich off death.
So
That a lot of people don't know.
So, let me ask you, because Diddy's trial's about to start in like
Oh, yeah, they finna free
2
him.
weeks.
They finna free him.
Oh,
I got that from Top. He coming home.
okay, so
Yeah.
he's gonna walk.
Yeah, he gonna walk.
Damn. Okay.
I mean, everybody know. You ain't know?
I mean, innocent till proven guilty.
Nah, Diddy coming home.
Okay.
When they let Jay-Z go, that's how you know, right? When they said they ain't gonna get Jay-Z, that's how you know. That's his business partner. Yeah. That's who he's doing everything with. Okay. All right? They've been fucking for years. Everybody know.
Damn.
But now it's good. Me, I gave him 24 hours to show it. He never showed it. Oh. Right? That's how you know he's still good. Let's talk about that. Talk about that 24-hour deadline that the ass still ain't been shown yet. Talk about that. Talk about that wrinkle ass booty that he got that he ain't shown because he know.
So look, all I just want to say, right? Do this make sense? Who would be the lost tribe that's control of the world right now? Who would be control of this? Ashtar, right? What they control of? Let's go to Ashtar. Israel tribe, right? What they known for? We know the background, right? We know the background. Guess what they known for? Ashtar is formerly known as the tribe of Israel, right? Hold on, what I'm trying to get to with the growth of the threat of the Philistines. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold up. No, I need the hold on. I'm trying to show y'all what they wrong. Hold on, let me go back. Think about the tree of life. Check this out. The tree of life. Adam and Eve, the tree of life. Then you got the scale of justice, right? All right. You got the scale of justice. Then you got the crown symbolizing King David. All right, that's King David, but he a character, right? So think about when you get locked up. These the people that's like, well, you get 25 years and we convict you. Then you get King David, and once you find out, this is dealing with the crowns. Once you find out what the crowns did, go to Reuben. Once you go to Reuben, go to goddamn to the mandrakes. Once you go to the mandrake, guess what the mandrakes is? Look. It's an arc of man copying and editing for a style. So you mean they copying and editing? And what this got to do with a flower? Whoa, what kind of flower this is? Whoa, what kind of flower this is? Uh-oh, when you go back to this, so you mean to tell me this flower done turned into a goddamn a statue made out of clay and made? Think about when they said, let's make man in our image and we're gonna create Adam out of mud. This is what Adam would look like, created out of mud. If you were Christian right now, do that make sense now? Do that make you think twice about your religion now? Damn, in the beginning it said, come, let me make man out of our image. And we created man out of dust. Mud, you know what I'm talking about? What? I mean dirt. Dirt? Dirt? Come on, y'all. Dirt. What can you create out of dirt at your own likeness? An image. An idol. An idol. An idol. Look. Guess where this come from? From the mandrake? From what tribe? This is where an idol will come from then. What tribe that I clicked on? Reuben tribe. Remember y'all when Moses was talking about they done worship a goddamn cow made out of gold. Think about this before Moses, all right? Joseph, plum trees with sheaves. Think about Joseph tribe. Who would provide you a home where it's plum trees, weeks, referring to dreams? Once you become rich and shit, you know what I'm talking about? Hey man, look man, what you want to Yeah, I'm living with the palm trees, nigga. Whoa! Guess who all your rappers signed with a contract with the palm trees and living on their land? Hi y'all! Don't that make sense? Look who would crown you. Look who would crown you. If you go to the tribe of Judah, if you look at the tribe of Judah, oh, y'all thought they were black people. That's the cold part about it, cause them folks like, yeah, we the tribe of Judah, cause we the lions and shit. Black power, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. I was for that shit. Till I found out, like, damn, that's why they came out with the quote, Black Power, to make me say that shit. So look, if you go to Judah, since we the line of Judah, don't y'all know when it comes to the Israelite, they say, yeah, black people is the line of Judah. Yeah. Shit. Cause look, if you go to Joseph, palm trees, guess what they control of? Look who they worship. Sun, moon, stars, Simon, Lord, and the walls of the city, Sham, right, Benjamin, Judge, Judge, and the forks, and you got Gad, and it's symbolizing for the cattle and the herd. Don't we got ships through the borders? So check this out. When you think of all the elites, who the tribes got access to that we thought is talking about us black people? Who could have trolls of the scale of justice, right? When it comes to the tribe of Judah, right? It's a place in the Philistines, right? Right? Which is this right here. Hold up. You go to Joseph. Plum trees. If you sign a contract, then we'll give you plum trees around your residence. We get you wheats and all this. Then when you go to all the 12 tribes, you mean to tell me you can't see Hollywood when they sign their contract? Hey, yeah, look, if you sign this contract right quick, you can go to the law tribe right here. They'll fill you in with your house where the plum trees at, like how the devil said, yeah, you know, I give y'all these kingdoms, you bow down and worship me, you know what I'm about. And then when you go to Hollywood, when you trying to make it, hey, look, check this out. Look, we worship the sun, the moons, and the stars. So, hey, can we pay you to be like make some songs about it? You know what I'm saying? Not just only songs, but you see what the sun, put it like this here. They knew the truth who God really would be. Think about it. If you take Jesus and God and crush it in the ball and throw it away as a Christian just for one day, I hate to say this, just because it's gonna make a lot of people mad, but I love this moment, cause if you really believe in Jesus, ask Jesus for when you pray to Jesus, ask for something in particular. In Jesus' name. In Jesus' name. In Jesus' name. Ask in Jesus' name. But I bet you, if you pray and say, I want to talk to the highest level that created me, and I want the highest level to answer, I bet you get an answer. I bet you get an answer. So, if God created Adam and Eve out of dirt, that means they're idol. That means, shit, they don't breathe and they don't talk. If you created them out of mud, shit. That's just like a white man coming up to me and be like, yeah, since you think you black, you young fella, you, and you say Adam and Eve were black and all this, and he'll hit you with this here. Yeah, well, just to let you know that you were created out of mud. Out of dirt. Man, that would hit a low blow. What you mean? Out of dirt? Bro, if you look at all the 12 tribes of Israel, look what they in charge of. That's my whole point. Check this out. Sound like they in charge of the trees, meaning the tree of life, meaning medicine. Medicine. Dan is a tribe of the scale of justice. They give you time behind bars. When it come to Judah, Judah could crown you with the symbols of David. Go back to David and see why Judah could crown you. You see what I'm saying? Why Judah, what tribe that could crown you, you know what I'm saying, that symbolizes David? Do a little more research, you will understand what Unc's saying right here.
Yeah, I'd rather not talk about that.
I think it's funny. I mean, keep it real. Because, like, I just want to know, I'm straight, right? Even though straight the same, but he went around talking about prove I'm not for this money. I need that money, so I need to see your ass. It makes sense. Because your ass is going to prove that you, I know that wrinkled as fuck. I know that been hit. I know that got hemorrhoids in it. Right?
You say you know?
I know for a fact. He been around Diddy gang. He was there after 3. Oh, shit. Right? So I know what it looked like. Right? He need to get that money up then.
If you think about the 12 tribes again, Joseph gonna give you the palm trees, the wheats. Guess what? When you rich and famous, guess what you eat? A lot of wheats. You know they made you right. And this what represent you to dreams to receive a child. So when you think about the wheats and the child, and this going back to the Genesis, hold on. Now you got these people saying, yeah, okay, the sun and the moon and the star. Think about when you want to be an actor. Once you go back to Simon, towers, walls of the city, that's gang violence. So once you go back to Benjamin, the judge, and the the judge, there's drugs, right? Then when you go to Gag, guess what the Gag, they the herds. Once you go these people, this how the drugs get on the ship. Meaning the mob. This the mob. Boy, I'm finna open up a whole lot. This the mob that ship the drugs on ships and boats from the city of Galilee. Don't you know how far Israel from here? Them the tribes. If I tell you all the mob movies that we love, guess what tribe they belong to? In the Bible. In the Bible. Look. So, when it came to black people, bro, they just used us. All that they just used us. Look, check this out. Asher. We are the ones that's from tribe and from Israel, that's the descendant from Asher, and the 8 sons of Jacob. In the lost tribe, they were never lost, bro. They were never lost. Look. According to the book of Joshua, according to Aaron, Israel, and Joshua, if you find out what's going on with the Bible, you'll be like, hey, I was believing in Jesus all my life. But when I found out the truth about my religion, I won't feel so bad after all. Cause when they were dealing with me believing in Jesus, the shit that if you would have kind of me be like, hey man, fuck Jesus. What you mean, fuck Jesus? Yeah, fuck Jesus. Jesus ain't gonna save you. I got a gun to your head and all this old shit. I never understood that at the time. Till I understand it now. If Jesus is a God, and if you do your research, this finna show you proof that Jesus is a God. Even in the Bible tells you, this how clever these people were. They said statues don't talk back. Check this out. Ask God or Jesus, hey, I've been a servant to you, God. I done paid my dues. I pray to you every morning. I pray to you every night. I taught my kids about you, Jesus. I go to church every Sunday. And my pastor told me that you the all goddamn God that can lead me. You is the way that lead me to heaven. You explain to me what sin is. If I'm a servant of yours, God, I'm in a hard time. Can you bless me? I need that in 24 hours. Watch this. You ain't finna get it in 24 hours. No. Because if you exit Jesus out of it and be like, damn, I need to go hard for my kids. I need to go hard for my kids. I need to, boom. And then you finna pull it off. Sometimes motherfuckers don't pray to Jesus and pull it off. Man, don't you know how many times you done pulled it off and came out that goddamn struggle with asking Jesus? But once you pulled it off, you get Jesus a praise. And you did all the fucking work, bruh. Cold fucking game. Cold fucking game. Real talk. Don't you know how long I ain't been to church? Why Jesus would be blessing me? Jesus never blessing me. I just had common sense. And when I mean common sense, check this out. If you a Christian and you like, well, Jesus is my son and savior, check this out. If you believe Jesus is your son and savior, then pray without his name. See how much blessings you finna get. You still gonna get the same goddamn blessing. Look how many people they done tricked out all their money. They done got high all night, drunk all their money up in one fucking night, and you still managed to make all the debt back up, and Jesus didn't do it. You did it. You did it. Look. So look who have control. Dan would have had control of justice. Judah gonna have control of the crown. Look, when it come to Reuben, it's gonna come back to mandrakes. Guess what the mandrakes mean? If you know what the mandrakes, when it come back to actually Judah and the scale of justice, and then when you go to keep this in mind, this talking about a tree with wheats that's referring to dreams that you could receive as a child. They go back to the book of Genesis when the serpent said, hey, Eve, look, I'm a snake, right? And I need you to bite this apple right quick. That means like I need you to suck something, right? But then when you go to this, guess what? He gonna be the king of, huh? Then when you go, they worship the sun and the moon. Then when you go to Simon, guess what? A city, towers, walls, and city. Guess who got control of the towers, walls, and city? Once you go back to the Benjamin tribe, guess who got control of the judge? I mean, when you think about judge, think about moonshine, liquor, you know what I'm saying, and Medicaid. Then when you go back to Gad, they in a tent symbolizing the cattle herd. That's why we eat guess who got control of fast food restaurant and got you eating the bulls and the cows, right? Once it bull to the cow, this how the drugs get in the hood, cause of this tribe. Ships to the border, to the Sea of Galilee. Then when you go to the Levi, you get your priestly. You get your priest, you know what I'm saying? Your religion and all that. So you don't know. So you mean to tell me when I just broke down they got their 12 tribe, bro, and all of them in charge, they lawmakers, and they represent what time you get locked up and all this, and what food you eat and what spiritual you supposed to believe in? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Last time a man got to pay to say he out. That's how you know he. I want that money, gang. So show your Meek Mill. Meek, I swore my mama. You got 24 hours one more time to show that.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not.
Yeah, I mean,
I just gotta see it.
Yeah,
not the whole, just the whole part, right? Not the. So if you can wear some of them jeans like Prince, is the booty hole part, because I don't want to see all that.
Wait, the way
that'd probably be if I saw that part.
Yeah, the way your finger just with the booty hole part.
The booty hole part.
I see the way you.
Look,
I see.
That's
I mean,
that part. Look, keep it real. Nigga, y'all laughing at me. I think I'm not. nigga. What the fuck y'all laughing for? I'm not gay.
They're not laughing.
Stop laughing at me, man. I'm not gay, right? I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it real. Imagine this. Imagine you're not gay unless you look at the booty. I just want to see the hole to prove you're not gay. How is that?
That's science.
Yeah. Man, no, listen, cut that part out.
No.
Cut that part out, because they don't think I'm gay.
No. But see, you're not gay, you're straight.
Yeah, you're straight the same, but I'm still the same.
You did a few interviews with a crip.
Oh, yeah, a crip. He ain't when you with me, he a crip. And if you was, it don't matter because I'm straight. Listen, I don't got to run around and act like I'm not. Call me then. I don't give a f. You don't pay me.
Atlanta Brown.
Yeah, I work for God. I'm a pro.
So, to make a long story short, this in the Bible, Lot was in the cave, right? Then they said Lot was in the cave and he had to fled to the cave because God said, hey man, y'all on some faggot shit. Huh? Look, if you look at Lot's story right today, and if you look at the 12 tribes of Israel, guess who Lot was related to? And guess who in control? Don't this sound like sex trafficking? Man, that man was a pimp. Pimping motherfucker, Jack. Boy, this some top-notch pimping. Man, look, man, I need to get in touch with my pimp friend because I miss him. You know what I'm talking about? Because they taught me, I ain't gonna lie. I had a pimp told me this. I used to go to church with my granddaddy, bro. My granddaddy used to come and pick us up as kids and take us to the church. I remember the same pastor my granddaddy got right now. This the same pastor that I was raised listening to. I remember all the passages that man was saying in the Bible. That man is straight Bible. When it comes to scripture, when you think about preaching, straight scriptures. Straight scriptures, right? So I was like, dang, okay. Straight scripture. When the preacher preached, you know, Lot was in the cave. The reason why Lot in the cave, because you had angels. Keep this in mind. These ain't no angels. These just men that was gay. They gay as hell, bro. Matter of fact, they so gay. Lot had to tell these people, man, I got 2 girls that I can give to you. But the whole time when you peep out the game about the Bible, it really wasn't on no gay shit. It was human trafficking. Hey man, we seen some motherfuckers come to this house. What going on? Hey man, look, if y'all want to fuck some, hey, I got 2 daughters. They hot and red. Which one, the red hair or the ivory hair? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Pimping shit going on to me. You know what I'm talking about? That's real talk. Look. Look what this look like. Lot is in a cave with 2 little girls. And they said this is his daughters. They want his goddamn daughters, bro. Man, John was pimping. Some pimp shit going on. Boy, this shit some real pimping. Hey man, if you don't know no better, you'll do better. You know what I'm talking about? Hey man, this is always a trash diamond. They say like, man, you got these girls here don't know no better and fucking with a nigga, you know what I'm saying, that's more advanced than them and got these motherfuckers thinking, man, don't you know a nigga got money and can spend some chump change on the bitch? What you want, boo? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying, man. Take me to Dr. Jim. I need some, You know what I'm saying? I need you know what I'm saying? A dollar store type shit. And you got a nigga with money, right? You got a nigga with some motherfucking money, right? But a nigga spending time change on you. That's crazy to me, bruh. That's crazy to me. Man, if I got a female, bruh, that's making this such a much money an hour that's on salary and you making this much, I never ask for a goddamn fruit or a vegetable. What you mean? Man, look, you talking about spending money, talking about take me out to eat? And spend no, hell no, bro, this shit getting serious now. Man, look, check this out.
There you go.
I don't give a fuck they think I'm gay. What the fuck I care for? You try to call me gay?
No. That's
That's who you pointed at?
I just looked around. Nigga. I looked at the fridge. I looked right at the fridge.
Let me know.
I looked right at that
Let
fridge.
me know.
No, all right. So let's speak on it because you know Kanye.
Because I'm not speak on what?
I mean not that, but just some other.
Gay, I don't like shit. Come on, gang.
Yeah,
Gay
no,
shit. I don't like shit.
No, again, because I like.
I don't like shit. Actually, I didn't ask you the shit.
Oh yeah, God. Poop emoji.
Come on, gang. You act like I'm gay or something, gang. That shit weird as hell.
What's your take on when Kanye?
I don't take booty.
So
I just finished my parlay for the game.
Parlay? Is that a new Taylor song?
No, I wish. A parlay lets you combine multiple bets.
So how do you look at, let me choose my words wisely. How do you perceive when Kanye West says he's been sucking his cousin dick since 14?
Yeah, I heard that, right?
What is he reaching for there?
Evidently reaching for a dick.
So check this out. If you listen to Kanye West, right, can I pull up Kanye's video when he said, yeah, I sacrificed my mama? Kanye West said, y'all remember when Kanye West's mama died? And she supposed to die from some type of medical surgery, right? She died from some type of medical surgery. And Kanye West was like, yeah, you know, my mama died, you know, because I had sacrificed her and just to get this little fame and shit, and they crossing me. Y'all remember that shit what Kanye West said? Thumb me up. I ain't gonna talk about this shit. If you didn't heard that, because Kanye West went on a rant about this shit, bruh. Man, the devil is real, bruh. The devil is so real, bruh. And the whole time, look. Hold on. I'm finna pull it up right now. I'm finna pull it up. Watch this shit. Once I pull this up, you finna see the 12 tribes lost in Israel. Kanye West exposed the Jews who own the record labels and movies. Look. Did you see what I'm saying? So check this out. What I'm basically saying, the things that I found out when I first seen Kanye doing this shit, I'm like, man, Kanye crazy as hell. When Kanye West was acting like this, I'm like, man, that man crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? But that man had a real fucking message. Cause guess who he was going against? The 12 tribes of Israel. Even look, if you look at Prince, oh man, if you look at the Prince image,
It's safe to say there will never be another artist like Prince. Not just
same.
because of his musical genius, but also because he served the best shade on a silver platter. We bow down to you, Prince, for having the best reactions ever. Like the time he kicked Kim Kardashian off his stage in 2011. When he didn't kick.
Why do you think he would kick Kim Kardashian off the stage in 2011? Remember the World Trade Center? Guess when the World Trade Center? September the 9th, 20. Look. Check this out, bro. This shit so cold. The goddamn plane hit in what? 2001, right? That's when the plane hit. I was locked up in the penitentiary. When I was locked up in the penitentiary, bruh, I was on work release. When I was on work release, if you been locked up before, you know you gotta get up like 4 in the morning, cause you know work details start between 5 and 6. So you got to get up around about 4 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? If your work release started at 5, you got to start at 4 in the morning. If your shit started at 6, you know what I'm saying? You got to, you know what I'm saying, wake up like, you know what I'm saying, like 5 in the morning. So I remember this day that I was on work release. And the goddamn person that was in control of our work detail, he was like, y'all hang tight. I'm like, damn, this ain't even normal. Like, why we need to hang tight? Shit, we need to crank up these weed eaters, cause shit, in our mind, we like, damn, we got this shit to cut, you know what I'm saying, and this shit to chop down, and we don't want our work to bag up, cause the next day, cause we got this project to cut this shit down, and you telling us, hold tight, you trying to double up some work. Man, look, I remember, bruh, before the 9/11 happened, I remember that day when them folks told us, be like, yeah, y'all hold tight. I'm like, damn, why we fucking gotta hold tight? If this goddamn it 5 and 6 in the morning, like damn, why we gotta hold tight? We need to be on the road. You know, that's just like me, like, damn man, I need to clock in at 6 and y'all telling me to hold back. I need my money even though we locked up. So check this out. Man, we was in the van. I remember I crunked up the weed eater. Zoom, cutting the ditch. This before 7 o'clock in the morning, cause keep this in mind, my work shift, when I was locked up, my work shift, it started at 5 in the morning. That's why we had to get up at 4 in the morning, cause we on work release, and we on the job about 5 in the morning. I never forget, 5 in the morning, we cutting the ditch out. This at 5 in the morning, I never forget. 6 in the morning, you know what I'm saying? We still cutting ditch. And me being in shape and shit, you know what I'm saying, man, we cutting a ditch out, we cutting a major ditch. 7 in the morning, the boss man was like, y'all take a break. And we like, take a break for what? Shit, nigga, we trying to knock this shit out so we go, you know what I'm saying? So we can have a little cooler time, you know, if you like that. It depends on what line you work. Man, look, man, we done knocked all this shit out, man. Look, let us sit down and relax for a little hour or two, you know what I'm saying? Cause if you just say, if it take 3 hours to knock this job out and you knock it out in 30 minutes, you know a motherfucker will be like, man, look, let us chill. We done did all this, man, look. I never forget. Never forget this shit, bro. They said the boss was reading on the radio. Before he was listening to the radio, he was like, man, they talking about putting y'all on lockdown. And I remember the timestamp on this, because they was already talking about this shit when we first hit the van, remember when I told y'all, I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying, the work release that I'm working on, you got to be at in the gym at 5 something in the morning. You got to wake up at 4 and something in the morning, right? And you shipping out at 5. So I was like, damn, what the fuck? He was like, look, they saying they put y'all on lockdown. I'm like, put us on lockdown for what? They were like, we don't know yet. So we were like, damn, that's some strange shit. So we were thinking like, damn, it got to be a fight in that motherfucker. This what we gonna think like, damn, it's a fight in that motherfucker, nigga fucking up. And it got to be it's not just a one-on-one fight. If a motherfucker say that mean you thinking it's got to be a gang fight. The reason why they gonna put on lockdown. And the whole fucking time, bruh, how about, man, I was sitting in the truck and them folks said America is being attacked. They said America is being attacked by the terrorists. When I got the news, when they said America was being attacked, man, America wasn't even attacked yet. That's the crazy part about it, bro. Man, them folks locked us down before the terror attack and told us it was a terror attack going on till we watched the news. We're like, wait a minute. Man, we looking at this shit talking about y'all said the World Trade Center done crashed. Man, y'all done brought us back and locked us down and we looking at the World Trade still standing. You see what I'm saying? So look, once you look at Prince, don't he got the same image of Michael Jackson? When Michael Jackson got the same hairdo, but he chopped up in the bob though. You know what I'm talking about? Chopped up in the bob.
Care about singing "We Are the World." Or his subtle clapback to singers who lip sync.
I go on stage, my microphone is on.
How about when he let the world know he's not a believer?
What do you think of Justin Bieber and Lady Gaga and the new people?
Well, different strokes for different folks. I make music.
Prince also wasn't into artists covering his songs. And apparently he also wasn't into tech issues at his shows either.
Randy Phillips, Tim Lywicki, they run AEG. This is their building. So the buzzes you hear, you can talk to them about it.
But you know what is almost as legendary as Prince's music? His epic side-eye.
Thank you, Prince, for honoring me tonight. And thank you so much to the NAACP.
Never sue the other driver after a car accident. There's a better way to get paid a way bigger check without having to go to court or pay expensive upfront legal fees. Listen, if you've been in a car accident in the past year, even as a passenger, you could be owed a significant cash payout. While most victims are struggling with insurance companies and lawyers, others are receiving 6- and 7-figure payouts without ever stepping foot in a courtroom. Here's how to never have to worry about money after a car accident. It's called the 2025 Compensation Program, and we recently launched it across a couple more states.
But the first time playing with me, I was concerned, right? When he came out and said that, I'm like, why the fuck would you say something we knew already, right? We knew you been sucking dick since 14. We just didn't know it was your cousin, right? We know you suck dick. That ain't nothing new. You surprised Kanye sucked dick? Stop playing on me. Tell me you surprised. Who the f surprised that Kanye West sucked dick?
Let me ask Google.
Nobody in Chicago is surprised. Come on, gang, he been sucking dick.
Yeah, nobody in Chicago. Chicago knew this was coming?
Everybody knew he was sucking dick. He been sucking dick for a long time.
I was shocked.
Right? Come on, you ain't shocked. You probably shocked because they ain't suck your dick.
I wish.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
but nah.
and I need a beat.
Billionaire Dixon.
No, but
What the fuck
Kanye been
going on?
sucking dick. He sucked dick. He sucked Jay-Z dick. He sucked Dame Dash dick. He sucked dick to get where he at. And then when he wouldn't suck no more dick, they took it back. Because he wouldn't suck the Jews dick.
So he sucked everybody dick?
Yeah, he sucked everybody dick to get to the top. You gotta suck dick to get to the top.
And I believe him. And I believe him. And you know what? I really believe, dude, cause don't y'all know the shit that I pulled up? Look. Once you in power, everybody suck dick. And you got to play a gay role. And make them characters. Cause you ain't kings and queens no more. So what they basically did, the white man knew, just say the white man knew like, yeah, y'all was kings and shit. But when I teach you the gospel of Jesus, you're gonna love Jesus so much that you're gonna, hey man, anything that you want, you can have. You see what I'm saying? And so guess what? That's how the white man defeated the king. Cause when he gave him Jesus, he handed over everything that he stand for. All because he thought Jesus is a son of God. That's crazy to me. And that's crazy. Cause this man got a following. And I'ma tell you right now, I will go live in the next 2 to 3 hours just to prove a point that, look, when this man was saying this shit, they took it since he making facial expression like, yeah, man, on they ass, man, look how, you know what I'm saying? Man, look, that man just gave you real history. To make a long story short, you won't believe in that Holy Bible no more once you figured it out. So check this out. If you a real Christian, and you say you believe in God and Jesus and all this, I tell you what, keep that same religion, but go look it up. If you don't look it up, you deserve everything what you get. They just like, you know what I'm saying, you raise your child up, your son or your daughter, you know what I'm saying, and your son become wise and be like, mama, look what I found out, and you tell him, boy, get your ass, you know what I'm saying, I was raised up off Jesus. They don't want to hear that shit. They don't want to hear that shit, bro. They don't want to hear that shit. That's why it sounds so crazy to us. That's why this shit sound crazy to... This shit would sound real to a young generation, but when it comes to your grandmama and them, your grandmama was like, don't listen to that boy there. He don't know what he talking about. Jesus is the way. Jesus is the Son of God, and that's the only thing you need to know. If that's true, go do the research what he done pulled up. I bet you change your tune. Check this out. I bet you would change your tune so much, I bet you, put it like this here, I bet you Joe Augustine ain't finna debate with him. Not even goddamn it, what's that gay pastor name that they know what I'm saying? Goddamn it, damn, Tyler Perry, all those preachers that bruh, the shit that he gonna say, I bet you they can't come to that Jesus shit. Be like, well, you know, Jesus said this and Jesus said this, cause you know what's gonna kill him? He already know that Jesus was made up, and you preaching to public that this is actually Jesus. You see what I'm saying? But he done figured it out. oh man, look, I know what's going on. I joined the Illuminati and they told me this shit. And once they told me this shit, I see the world. I see the light. Cause the devil gives the light. And when the devil gives the light of a lie, he is revealing the truth. You see what I'm saying? If you try to lie to me, be like, yeah, Trey ain't a carjacker. You know what I'm saying? When they discover that Trey ain't a carjacker and he a robber, but once you find out the truth, like Trey ain't no carjacker and he ain't even no robber. Somebody had to be like, hey, put this on him.
Bro, it's crazy. That's exactly what Erykah Badu said.
You gotta suck dick. Everybody suck dick. I just don't do it. Everybody suck dick.
How you the only one that don't do? How you the only one don't do?
I'm half Illuminati. I'm half Illuminati and half street. I'm half Illuminati and half street.
You have Illuminati, half street.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a bar. All right. So, man, let's get to the nitty
Why
gritty.
y'all got all these phones on me?
Yeah, that's
everybody got phones out and shit. What the fuck they talking to?
Hey,
y'all trying to set me up?
Phones?
Everybody got phones out.
That ain't real. That's simulation.
Abraxas will keep you safe.
Oh no, I got something for you.
Let's go back to Abrascas. Ain't this Abrascas? Check this out. I would never known about Nebraska till this man said something about Nebraska. When he said about Nebraska, and this come back to what time frame? In the Genoski Bible, that's the only thing I needed to know. Cause as a Christian, once I figured this, look, as a Christian, if you a Christian and you did research, this finna show you right now, I don't believe in Jesus no more. I don't even need religion. I just need the sun and the moon. Look.
No, I got what the real way. I keep it with me, but y'all trying to put evil spirits and shit on me. It ain't don't, bro.
Yeah. What it smell like?
Come on, gang, stop playing on my shit. You gonna do your interview? Oh, y'all think it's funny? Y'all think God funny? You think it's funny? I curse your family, nigga.
No.
Y'all got playing?
No.
You think I'm playing?
No.
I will curse your family for the next 10 generations.
Take your time.
You think the white people did something to you? You think Obama hurt you? Wait till I get a hold of you.
Yeah, nah, take your time. Take your time. Do what you gotta do.
Oh, Obama. Oh, he was kin to them too. All the presidents was cousins. He was one of their cousins too. And Michelle Obama, a man. Her name Michael. A lot of people don't know.
Don't y'all remember when I told y'all that I was like, look, y'all, I found president that's cousins with movie stars. I told y'all that. The people that remember that, thumb me up right now. When I told y'all that shit, bro. Thumb me up right now, because I just want the witness to see this in the chat, because there's going to be some people in the chat wasn't there at that time when I was saying that shit, bro. Hold up. He said what?
White people did something to you. You think Obama hurt you? Wait till I get a hold of you.
Yeah, nah, take your time. Take your time. Do what you gotta do.
Oh, Obama. Oh, he was kin to them too. All the presidents was cousins. He was one of their cousins too. And Michelle.
He said President Obama was one of their cousins too. Watch this. Guess who Obama was related to? Drop it in my chat. This finna show you how much the public know. Look, when he said this shit, bruh.
You your family, nigga.
No.
All I got playing.
No.
You think I'm playing?
No.
I will curse your family for the next 10 generations.
Take your time.
You think the white people did something to you? You think Obama hurt you? Wait till I get a hold of you.
Yeah, nah, take your time. Take your time. Do what you gotta do.
Oh, Obama. All he was kin to them too. All the presidents was cousin. He was one of their cousins too. And Michelle.
All right, let's go to OJ. OJ talk about hold on. Nah, I mean not OJ, but damn, hold on.
Obama. Oh, you think Obama hurt you? Wait till I get a hold of you.
Yeah, nah, take your time. Take your time. Do what you gotta do.
Obama related to the Bush family, Joe Brown. Oh! So if Unc told y'all this right quick when he said this,
I curse your family, nigga.
No.
I got playing.
No.
You think I'm playing?
No.
I will curse your family for the next 10 generations.
Take your time.
You think the white people did something to you? You think Obama hurt you? Wait till I get a hold of you.
Yeah, nah, take your time. Take your time. Do what you gotta do.
Oh, Obama. All he was kin to them too. All the presidents was cousin. He was one of their cousins too. And Michelle.
oh, Obama was if he said this, check this out. If he said Obama was cousin with them, watch what Joe Brown said about Obama and the Bush family being cousins. Thumb me up right now. You want to see this shit? Now you see what I'm saying? Look, this a whole purpose of this video to show y'all like this here. This ain't got nothing to do with Kaniga Jenkins. This don't got nothing to do with Kaniga Jenkins. But I told y'all, man, Kaniga Jenkins opened my eyes a little bit. When it comes to the Illuminati, I see why. You know what? I will respect this man to the full footage. This man, check this out. This man told everybody how the Illuminati work. Now, Trey Gang was trying to tell everybody, y'all know this dealing with Eastern Stars and Freemasonry and the Illuminati. I just don't know how to explain it. I just don't know how to explain it like he do. Cause once upon a time, he was a part of it. And the main thing that man said, hey, you could pay your way out of this shit. Like you said your soul, if you said your soul, you could buy yourself out the contract. Look what this man would say if he bought himself out of a contract dealing with the Illuminati, right? This shit crazy. I look at it like this here. If I call on Jesus' name to be saved, I will be doomed. If Jesus said what he did, ask Jesus right now for $100. And you done pay, just say like, man, Trey Gang, this Trey Gang homeboy, Trey Gang, hey man, you got $100 I can borrow, you know what I'm saying, till I get a little change. Yeah, I got $100, here you go. No question but. But when it come to Jesus, you gotta sell your soul for this shit and be like, yeah, Jesus, I'm in the struggle right now, you know what I'm saying? And I got a family and kids and all this. So once you find out to what he actually saying, put it like this here. If you a follower of 609, 607, and if you fuck with him, that's why you fuck with him. All because bruh actually giving you some truth when it comes to your parents. When they preach you to Christianity, and he the one that told you, hey, man, your mama and them was raised up in this shit. That's all they know. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. New Year, New Year, New Year. But I was a part of the goddamn Illuminati, and they told me what was going on with my religion. So I choose to tell
Obama,
you.
man. Her name Michael.
I chose to tell you, all my followers that's a Christian, hey, this shit not real. Guess when he said that, guess how many people didn't do no research, be like, what the fuck he talking about? This shit not real. I fuck with I fuck with you know what I'm saying? And you still gonna fuck with But the whole time, bro, this why they got an upper hand. Man, this man is connected to these people. And once he was connected to these people, that man learned so much shit and came back to told y'all that, hey, look, you know why those people that sold their souls to be in no movie theaters? They sold their soul. Cause they want to be actors and all this old shit. They gave me the same thing, but I'm like, no, fuck that. No, I'm finna preach a word, be like, oh, no, I see what's going on. Look.
A lot of people don't know. And she got a dick and balls.
Damn.
A lot of people don't know that.
Okay.
She had dick and balls. It ain't Michael.
All right, so
you don't believe it ain't Michael? Not the Jackson, just regular Michael. Look at it from the side view. Like a man. Shoulders and shit, big and shit. You can't tell us a man? Listen, I ain't gonna try to be funny though, but we should wear the little suit. You can see the balls coming out.
Oh. We're looking at the show like that.
She kept the dick, because the Obama like it like that. She'll keep the dick. He the back of the hole. So she still got a dick.
Damn.
No, she got a dick.
Can't let you do Michelle like this, man.
Michelle got a dick.
You gotta stop.
Michelle got a dick.
Michelle is
Everybody know that.
Black queen.
Everybody know. Ask Charleston White, he know.
Michelle see this.
Michelle got a dick. She a 403.
No, what's a 403?
Come on, you know what 304 is? A 403? No, it's a with a dick. Michelle Obama is a 403. That a lot of people don't know.
What about Kanye West saying Bootsy smell poor?
Huh?
You didn't see that?
What'd he say?
Lil Bootsy smell poor.
He smell poor?
Yeah.
Bootsy is poor. Everybody know that. Now you ain't know Bootsy was poor?
Nah, you know that.
Everybody knows when movie ain't do too good. Nobody won't sign him.
And your man, you would be like, man, what you mean Boosie poor? That man got money. Man, you see Boosie, you know, Boosie always go laughing like, yeah, man, look at my mansion and look at my lake and Boosie Lake and all this, but he really don't got money. Guess who got control of Boosie? You see what I'm saying? That's crazy, bro. If Trey Gang come out to be a gangster rapper and be like, I kill niggas, hunt nigga, this what you want to hear. What if Trey Gang say, yeah, I hunt niggas and you know I do all of this shit. I'm a killer. You know what I'm saying? But everything I'm woofing on, everything that I'm woofing on, he could call it out. Check this out. If you don't believe me, I want everybody to tag him And he would already know this. He gonna already know this shit. He already gonna know this shit. If everybody tag him and say, bruh, only way that you gonna have to tag him, you got to understand. You can't come. If I tell you, like, yeah, I said this nigga here is the truth. And I say, all my followers, y'all go to his page and say he the truth. He ain't finna hear that shit. He ain't finna hear that shit. Cause he already told you on top. Cause the people that sure you don't know the truth. You didn't even do no research. You relied on nothing. But you want to know what make it would you if you make it hit. Check this out. If you want to make this man bigger than TD Jakes, Trey Gang ain't no hater, bro. Y'all know Trey Gang ain't no hater. But when I tell you this here, bruh can make a difference. Bruh got a young following. That's what he need, a young following. Cause when it come back to the Europeans, they talking to the kids. You got Nickelodeon. Put it like this here. You want a Nickelodeon version or you want Unk version? Nickelodeon version taught you how to, oh, this channel, yeah, this come on at this time, they fighting slimes and all this and got to hit the thing, and you know, when they asked me a question, who was the first president? And they say, you know, whoever the fastest they hit like Family Feud. Yeah. All of that same game, if you was raised up in the Christian homes back in the 60s, 70s, or the 80s, when your grandmama and big mama told you, cut that goddamn TV off, take your ass to bed. The TV is a blue-eyed devil. Make a long story short, Trey Gang said, look, everything what that man said, that man told y'all the truth. Bruh told y'all the truth. If you a gangster or a nigga that, I'm a gangster, you know what I'm talking about? You got shooters out here. You got shooters out here too. You know what I'm talking about? You got all kind of criminals that's following him, right? If that man tell everybody like, oh yeah, this shit made up. Oh yeah. You know this shit. You know how he talk. You know what I'm saying? You know how he talk. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Man, that man got so much power. That man got so much power, bruh. He could crush TD Jakes. Right now. Look. All because I know what's up with that. With the Bible. I know what's up with the Bible. And you got our people go hard for the Bible. So when I explain it to the people, they wouldn't understand. So I got to entertain the people, get my clout up. Just for when I get my clout up, these are people that I can trust. And when I really hit them with a T, come on, gang. Look.
Because he had a bad attitude. Right? He lost all his money when he went to jail for that murder. And they take all your money when you get cancer too. See, he just got the real cure. He went and lost all his money for the fake cure, and this fuck around gonna come back. right? Because he just could have got a new, what he had, liver problem, kidney?
Liver.
He could have got that from God. Abraxas would have gave him a new one. Because your body change all the time. Every like 6 months, it just be changing the shit. So you can just go to get a new one. But then when you go to the doctor and pay for it, they're going to give you an old one from a dead person. That bitch going to go out. He got an old kidney in his body from a dead bitch. Stop playing with me. Yeah, everybody. You a donor? You want a donor? I don't want an old I go, God, get me a new one.
So do you have donor on your...
Nah, I go, God, get me a new one. Yeah, I ain't gonna donate my old. What's somebody? I ain't gonna hurt nobody. I did a lot of shit on my shit. My shit got miles on it, gang. I smoke crack and everything. Who want my shit? Stop playing with me.
Boy, that's some cold shit that Unc says. Man, look. This is the crazy part. Everybody that's following him, they love Unc. If you love Unc, bruh, you should love that man even more when that man said what he said, bruh. That man said, I smoke crack. Look. If you listen to Trey Gang, you be like, damn, Trey Gang gotta be an old school ass nigga. He gotta be an old head. I ain't no motherfucker old head. I was raised up at the time when he was talking about Nelly. This was finna hit me. Cause Nelly came out with what? Proper grammar. He claimed to write the song and stole it from him. I remember when Nelly came out with that song and made a major hit. Man, look, I'm from the goddamn look, I'm from St. Louis, bruh. I'm from St. Louis. This shit crazy to me. Look at it like this here. The man said, I wrote Nelly's song, Country Grammar. I seen videos of this man rapping at that same time frame that I was going, cause keep it in mind, when Country Grammar came out, I know what year that was. I remember the beat, I remember the lyrics, I remember everything. Man, this Nelly, Country Grammar, and I don't get down with Nelly, bro. I'm a trap hard fan. But this pop music, you see what I'm saying? So guess what? They turned this man gangster music into pop music. Pop music. That's what he got a problem. Man, you done turn my music to pop music. Switch my language up. And you got these people out here, they soft as hell. Since you're working with the Jews and all of this shit, I got to build this shit on my own and come up with 607. Just to show you how the Illuminati work. And make it so bad, watch this. When I say this, watch how I'm finna fuck the whole game up. Everybody know about the Illuminati. Everybody know about the Illuminati and how everything works. This man was preaching this shit about the Illuminati and telling everybody this how they work, this how they do, and all of this. Right? Look what it look like to this man, and you sit up here and say, oh yeah, man, that's Unc right there. Oh yeah, man, Unc came out with a little music. Oh yeah, you know, Unc saying that he wrote Nelly music, and Unc saying that he was collaborated with the artists. If you really pay attention with Unc, basically what he's saying, man, these people made stars after the people that I started off with. They made them stars. They can't trust me. If I come from a Christian home if you come from a Christian home and you know, just say like you came from a Christian home and you didn't even know that this is false idol worshiping and this is just a creation. But you had a mindset with like, damn, what's up with this shit, man? I got a talent and all this here, you don't want me to make no money, and then you find out how the game really go. You find out how the game really go. So with a long story short, with being said, this 607, if Hollywood right now and come out, just say like if Unc said, look, if Unc come out and tell you straight up, straight facts and truth, you want to know who the real Jews in Hollywood? Let me call their names out. You want to know what his own following gonna do? They be like, damn, you were telling the truth. Oh, damn, you exposing shit. But guess what Hollywood gonna do? Come out with a movie. And once they come out with the movie, what he talking about, guess what his own following gonna do? Go pay their money and watch that movie. Just to see if he was lying. Just to see if he was lying. That's the crazy part about it. Black people do not support each other, bro. Fuck you talking about. Fuck you talking about. If you don't believe me that black people don't support each other, what if Trey Gang tell you, be like, look, check this out. You ain't even gotta donate to me. I got a link that you can verify through the states when it comes to charities, events, and all of this. Bro, check this out. Look, for a prime example, Trey Gang, how can we get Kanika justice? You want to know how we can get Kanika justice? If you want to know how we can get Kanika justice right, thumb me up right now. I just want to get a head count. I don't give a fuck how long this take. You know what I'm talking about? I don't give a fuck how long this shit take, bro. Real talk. Look at it like this here. Look at his image and say, man, y'all know if you want the justice for Kanika, if you really want justice for Kanika, if you really want justice for Kanika, this what you gonna have to do. Watch the timestamp 2 hours off the footage when they said Kanika arrived at the hotel at one some. Oh, at one some, look what they show y'all. She come from the back door. But if you know the truth, you know she came from the front door. And if she came from the front door, I wouldn't even blame if you didn't do your research. And if I ask you a question, hey, you said you J4K. Yeah, I'm J4K. I've been here day one. If you been here day one, did you see the whole 36-hour footage? Yeah, I seen that whole 36-hour footage from different angles. Yeah, from different angles. Oh, okay. If you saw that from different angles, And you said, and the news said she came up missing round about 2 and 3 and roaming the halls for an hour. You still believe that? No, I don't believe that. I believe this happened. Oh, no, you don't even know the truth then. You dismissed. You don't even know the truth, man. I'm through talking to you. I'm through talking to you. Cause look, if you don't know what happened to Kaniga, that's why you got a whole lot of questions. If you got a whole lot of questions, that means you ain't did no research. You ain't did no motherfucking research. Since you didn't do no research, check this out. When they come back to him, watch this. To Unc 609, get what Unc 609 said. Look.
You know, Whitney said crack is whack. And she was one of the greatest.
Now crack gone. Fentanyl good now. I don't do it. But fentanyl is the new one.
It didn't took a lot of us out.
Yeah, it's the new one. Not me. Now, who us? You did fentanyl?
No.
Oh, it's good. No. Don't do it.
Kids, hopefully kids ain't watching this.
Fentanyl. That's bad.
No, kids don't do that. So, let me get your take, man. We see the headlines go crazy. Shannon Sharp sued for $50 million for anally raping. Can I say that?
What?
Damn. Did they hit the laughing track on that? Cause Shannon Sharp. What Shannon Sharp got the cruise or what? Look, that's crazy to me.
Shannon Sharp sued for $50 million for anally raping. Can I say that?
What?
That's why they laughing about it. That shit never existed. It was all about a gay ass nigga. Shannon Sharp is gay, bro. I don't give a fuck. I was raised up off Shannon Sharp. Everybody know he gay, right? That nigga gay. That nigga gay. Tara. They got my moderator, Tara. Tara, how would you feel if I say, me and Tara together? That's my boo. I love my boo. And I got a man cave and call it Shay Shay. The fuck that look like? Goddamn Tara, my moderator finna be like, what the fuck you mean, Shay Shay? I don't fuck with niggas sensitive, you know what I'm talking about? I don't fuck with no sensitive ass nigga. I fuck with hardcore ass niggas, you know what I'm talking about? Some they gonna protect me, some they gonna devour me, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that's gonna build a future with me, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. You mean to tell me that, what?
For anally raping. Can I say that?
What?
The deed is done. Allegedly, sodomizing a young Caucasian lady. You said it.
Oh, ain't. If she was white,
yeah.
I was a scam. But he just get that for them. Because every time you fuck with them, they gotta take everything you got. You ain't learned that yet? Stop playing on me. Yeah, if she was white, it's a lie. It's a lie. Yeah, they want that money. Because listen, one thing about the Illuminati is when they give it to you, they gotta take it back. And they take it back through sex. Everybody got a sex crime, right? But look at the contracts, right?
So y'all remember when he said about the contracts? Think about when King Rob said they all said contract. Thumb me up when they all said contract. When I play this video, if you heard this man saying about anything about contract and they signed themselves over to the contract, and that's what King Rob was telling everybody, they signed contracts, y'all. They agreed not to say nothing. That's why they getting away with it, right? And this ain't got nothing to do with the nigga Jing K, but it got to do with a lot of Illuminati. So when it comes to the Illuminati, then the Illuminati came up when it comes to the nigga Jing K. When the Illuminati came up to the nigga Jing K, then you see on the fucking footage. I want to know what's happened to Kanika. Did you see the footage? What time? If you didn't watch that footage, you can give me a timestamp. I don't want to talk to you. Cause I want to talk to anybody that know what happened in the time frame. And do this sound familiar?
All the contracts, right? It's only a few things that gonna make them like take back your assets. They take back your points. And that's one of them. And everybody got it.
So
yeah, everybody raping it. That's the thing. That's the thing in Hollywood.
Told you, bro. That's a thing, Dan. That's a thing, man. It's a thing now, bro. Look.
Anyway, this thing everywhere. Everybody like it. So they record it, and then you go to jail.
Wait. So a virgin goes to Hollywood.
Ain't no what fucking virgin? Show me a virgin. Show me one virgin, gang. Stop playing. Y'all just make believe shit. Damn. Ain't no virgin. Show me a virgin. I'll be the first one in it. Stop playing with me. Yeah. Ain't one of them left. I think Mary was the last one. That probably was behind God back.
So let me ask you.
Oh, did you hear that? Who would be the last virgin? Boy, look. I'm finna hit this man inbox up, cause when that man said, yeah, who the fuck the last virgin was, bitch? Like, you know what I'm saying? Keep this man, Christians. You ain't finna get this type of teaching in Sunday services, right? Yeah. Only in Sunday service, you be like, God is good and God is praised. Yeah, Jesus died for your sins. You know what I'm saying? That's what you believe in, Christians. Look what he said right quick.
I said Mary probably was
behind
God back. That's what I said.
That was who?
Yeah.
Jesus? Jesus?
Yeah.
The voice of reason. Hold on, wait. So
Was that your cup? Was that your cup?
Y'all like.
So this what it looked like. Check this out, gang. The reason why they laughing, Trey ain't fuck with y'all. I got 50,000 subscribers. All because of the Kanika Jingle case, because I'm trying to break it down and find out what actually happened to that girl. If I tell y'all when he said, hey, what he said right here.
That's what I said.
That was who?
Yeah.
Jesus? Jesus?
Yeah.
The voice of reason. Hold on, wait. So
Was that your cup? Was that your cup?
Y'all like, yeah.
Come speaking. So wait. So let me ask you, what did Shannon Sharp do wrong?
To make a long story short, they can laugh at you. Notice that everybody laughing, he ain't even laughing. And when the people that's laughing, they try to make it look like that. Wait a minute, you saying this shit is all made up in a funnier way? It won't be so funny, cause if if you got, I guarantee you right now, I raised up in the church, right? Check this out. When I was raised up in the church, it's a Christian right now that when I was raised up in the church and I never met a person from this side of town that could be a Christian because we all got the same belief when it comes to the King James Version. Check this out. I bet you this is what it looked like. Man, I try to tell the world, even my generation, that this shit is a stimulator. You see how everybody laughing in the background?
So come speaking. So wait. So let me ask you, where did
That's crazy to me. These people laughing. So check this out. If you were really paying attention to life, you won't be laughing right now in this time frame. Cause guess who Putin met up with? China. All the goddamn president done met up with each other without the U.S. president, all because Donald Trump said, I got missiles, I got bomber planes, and I'm going to show them to you. What would they would be if China link up with Russia, Ukraine, everybody you threatened to get the president, now they got the upper hand on you. Fucked up. Yeah, we fucked up. We fucked up. Man, look, we so fucked up, bro. Check this out. Don't y'all know this town is so small that I actually know this man, bro.
What is Shannon Sharp?
I actually know this man. And everything with that man show, and if I've been studying Freemasonry, not only I'm studying Freemasonry, but I've grown up in a Christian home, just like he growed up in a Christian home. And that man say some shit like that, and you don't think me and that man could collaborate, be like, damn, bruh. I feel you what you saying. Cause the people that's misguided, they the one laughing.
Do wrong.
Look.
If you don't mind me asking. Where did what's the reason? Hold on, wait. So
Is that your cup? Is that your cup?
Y'all like
That's crazy.
I'm speaking. So wait.
Man, that's crazy, bro. These people laughing, bro. This ain't even no laughing moment. That's why when they come to the Kaniga Jigga case, people want me to keep talking about it. And when I keep talking about it make a lot of people mad when I keep talking about it. And when these people get in the comments, they make the same people say, keep talking about the trade game, and the people come in and be like, you still talking about this case? And they say, they got people feeling guilty, be like, damn, I've been here for years. He ain't solved the case this long. Fuck it. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Look.
So let me ask you, what did Shannon Sharp do wrong? If you don't mind me asking. If you would have said,
he did what everybody do wrong, gang. He became a slave to the money.
Oh man.
Right?
Message.
Listen, whenever you a slave to something, it got you. It's gonna get you, right? See, attachments work like this.
A great dad,
They get you
George H.W. Bush.
We all know his father, but what about his cousins? Check out this family tree, done with research by Ancestry.com. Vice President Dick Cheney, the man who's only a heartbeat away from the presidency, is actually a blood relation. He's President Bush's 9th cousin once removed. Cheney's cousin Barack Obama is also Bush's 11th cousin and the 9th cousin of Brad Pitt. But we're only just getting started. President Lincoln was President Bush's 7th cousin.
You mean to tell me Obama is related to Brad Pitt? Nah, I ain't finna play the video no more. I'm gonna make you do your own research. That's all I got to say. I ain't finna give it to you that easy. I can't give it to you that easy. The news reported and said what?
Cousin, but we're only just getting started. President Lincoln was President Bush's 7th cousin 5 times removed. And Bush shared more than just a ballot with John Kerry. That's right, they're 9th cousins twice removed. There's also royalty in the Bush bloodline. Princess Diana was Bush's 11th cousin twice removed. And
oh! So you mean to tell me when you think about Donald Trump and the Jeffrey Epstein, if I tell y'all like, damn, look at these people. No, man, I'd never talk about this shit, bro. I'm through. This is to let me know how many people in here. Check this out.
Bush's 7th cousin 5 times removed. And Bush shared more than just a ballot with John Kerry. That's right, they're 9th cousins twice removed. There's also royalty in the Bush bloodline. Princess Diana was Bush's 11th cousin twice removed. And then there's this bombshell.
So you want to know why JFK got assassinated? Is she related to Marilyn Monroe? And it was rumors? Man, I'm through talking to people that didn't do no history, bro. You see what I'm saying? Hold up. When you go back to the JFK assassination, guess what they said where it gonna come from?
A ballot with John Kerry. That's right, they're 9th cousins twice removed. There's also royalty in the Bush bloodline. Princess Diana.
Guess how Princess Diana died? Check this out. When I first witnessed Princess Diana die, I was young, and this is what the news said what happened to her. But when years later come back, when public information come back, and you can find out the cause of death and all of this old shit, check this out. You want to know what's the dead giveaway? Cause when Princess Diana died, who knew about Obama?
Diana was Bush's 11th cousin twice removed. And then there's this bombshell.
Who knows that Marilyn Monroe and Obama would connect? Nobody never heard of Obama before. Fuck you talking about, man. I'm finna get mad as a motherfucker, bro. Man, I'm finna get so motherfucking mad. And this, you get the biggest hit when it comes to JFK. But guess what? When it comes to JFK assassination, guess who was involved? The Bush family. That's crazy to me. If you disagree with me that the Bush family's involved, you will never know about history. Fuck you talking about, bitch. Oh, this the Bush family in it. Oh, okay. If this the Bush family, they go back to the assassination when they killed Kennedy. Cause she supposed to be like a prostitute, like a prostitute that's selling herself to higher elites, right? And she was so beautiful. They was like, damn, she a bad little snow bunny, man. I want to wife this junk. And she like, no, ain't no motherfucker wife for me. I want the money. Fuck you talking about? Hold on. That shit don't make sense why JFK got assassinated when you heard this shit.
Starts wanted in 3
41st president, a great dad, George H.W. Bush.
We all know his father, but what about his cousins? Check out this family tree, done with research by Ancestry.com. Vice President Dick Cheney
Damn, my bad, gang. I've been talking about this shit with the mic off. Damn, I've been talking about this shit with the mic off. So let me explain it right quick before I get out of here. Look, everybody was believing in Jesus, right? This is what I was saying about Jesus. Now look, Apostle Paul, he fake. This is just a character. They had to paint Jesus' image after urine Ethiopia heritage, because guess why they had to do that? All right, let's go to this. When they go back, check this out. This finna show you that Trey Gang is the truth, and I can bag this shit up. They said Obama is related to who? George Washington. Once you go back to George Washington, guess who George Washington gonna be related to? Marilyn Monroe. Once you go to Marilyn Monroe and see Marilyn Monroe is related to George Washington. Once you go back to Princess Diana, now you see why Princess Diana had to die that she had to die? That's fucked up. That's fucked up, bruh. Not only that this lady died because of Prince Henry, check this out. This finna give it all the way. Don't you know when they come back to the Jeffrey Epstein case, the Donald Trumps, and you know what I'm saying, when they came back to the human trafficking and who name will be on the list and who they related to, look, you got a family tree. Oh, you got George Washington had access to Obama family, which it come back to the Ethiopia. Look, you got Marilyn Monroe right here. Look how Marilyn Monroe died when she was fucking with JFK. Oh, before that shit happened, this the George Bush family tree. And I'ma stop it right here. You mean to tell me what happened to Diana now? What happened to Diana now? I never knew this. So you mean to tell me George Bush is related to the royal family when Jeffrey Epstein got caught doing what he doing? And they were like, yeah, Jeffrey Epstein, who you related to? Oh, yo, you know, you got connection with George Bush, Obama, and Princess Diana, Prince Andrew to be bad. Hold on, man, no. Fuck you talking about. Fuck you talking about. Look at it like this here. Look what happened in her murder. Look what happened in her murder. Marilyn Monroe's Prince Adana, right? Prince Diana, right? Marilyn Monroe, Prince Diana, and this a family tree. So you mean to tell me, damn, you were related to Abraham Lincoln too? Shit. Whoa, George Bush related to Abraham Jenkins? Abraham. Oh, that's why they put him on the cover of a penny. Cause he ain't worth a damn. You went against her. Hold on, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me this who George Bush was related to? So you mean to tell me before I even heard about Obama and George Bush were running against who when it comes to the president, right? So you mean to tell me George Bush is related to Obama, Al Gore, Marilyn Monroe, John Kerry, Princess Diana, all of these people, bruh? If you would have known that George Bush was related to Obama, you would never vote for Obama. Then when you find out what happened to JFK, ask goddamn George Bush and his daddy. Cause that's who Marilyn Monroe was fucking with at the time. But let's who put them in man, I'm through talking about this shit. I'm gone, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Cause I don't believe that y'all seeing what I'm seeing. This is goddamn it who? George Bush. If George Bush grow his beard out, don't he look like Abraham? What's the cold part about it? You got Obama. If I tell everybody, but like, look, y'all, I did some research. Obama family came from slave. All his family was slave. He was the only one that spurred when it come to slavery. Like, you the good old boy. We're gonna slave your whole family, but we're gonna make you a president. Cause you submit, nigger. If you look at his image again, he look, man. Look at the image. This a family tree. So when I say, look, if you look, Judge Joe Brown say the Bush and Obama are cousin, president. All of this ain't gonna lie. Princess Diana.
Family tree. Done with research.
You got Princess Diana. Look what happened to Princess Diana. Look what happened to Abraham. Look what happened to Marilyn Monroe. Right? Look at all the people that got assassinated, and look at all the reason why they got assassinated, because of that family tree. This is all family tree. You mean to tell me if this family tree, right, you can't comprehend? Oh, that's why he was in. Oh, that's why they had to get rid of her. Oh, that's why they made her a movie star. Oh, that's why they put him on the penny. Oh, that's why we going to war. Oh, that's why he, man, I ain't never talk about this shit again.
By Ancestry.com. Vice President Dick Cheney, the man who's only a heartbeat away from the presidency, is actually a blood relation. He's President Bush's 9th cousin once removed. Cheney's cousin Barack Obama is also Bush's 11th cousin and the 9th cousin of Brad Pitt. But we're only just getting started. President Lincoln was President Bush's 7th cousin 5 times removed, and Bush shared more than just a ballot with John Kerry. That's right, they're 9th cousins twice removed. There's also royalty in the Bush bloodline. Princess Diana was Bush's 11th cousin twice removed. And then there's this bombshell. Happy birthday! Sure, she may have been singing to JFK, but what about GWB? He is, after all, her 9th cousin 3 times removed. He's also related to Playboy founder Hugh Hefner, even Pocahontas, and Vlad the Impaler. Trace the family tree far enough, and you get Madonna, Celine Dion, and Tom Hanks.
And the last one, number 44, and the one before that, 43, Bush and Obama. Well, there are pictures of Bush with his arm around 8-year-old Barack Obama because his stepdaddy, adopted daddy, Lolo Sotoro, had done a lifetime worth of business with the Bushes. Uncle George Herbert Walker, after whom George Herbert Walker Bush, Bush 1 president, was named, founded Halliburton in 1946 in Oklahoma. And Lolo Sotoro had been international executive vice president for Standard Oil.
There was talk of him being a CIA asset.
Well, yeah, see, he ran the death squads for the Indonesian army. On his own call, anyone could be assassinated. So when George Herbert Walker Bush became head of the CIA under the Ford administration, he just got with his old buddy in the oil business, Lolo Sotoro, and pulled off the hits. See, Barack's grandmother has been acknowledged as being the woman that operated the channels through which CIA money went to the Southwest Pacific. So she introduced her daughter, who had just had Barack, to Lolo Soetoro, and they got married, and Lolo Soetoro adopted Barack Obama. The name was changed to Barry Soetoro. Now, when he went to high school in Hawaii, I know about that high school. I almost sent my oldest son to it. I could afford it, but I didn't think he deserved it. 20 years ago, the tuition was $95,000 a year, not including room and board. When Obama went there, I've talked to two of his classmates. They independently state that the tuition, not including room and board, was $45,000. Now, Business Insider reports his income for 2017 at over $200 million net. That's after taxes, deductions, write-offs. For this last year, 2018, they reported it as $570+ million. And that's after all deductions, tax, right? Trump doesn't make that net. I mean, even some of the richest people in America don't make that. Why? Because when his stepdaddy died, he was one of the 10, 15 richest men on earth. And he left everything in a trust fund operated out of Indonesia, so the American government can't touch it. That makes Barack Obama 1/3 beneficiary for the assets of one of the 10, 15 richest men on earth. See, so we got a game run on us. So, you know that little thing that Bush W does when he gets with Michelle, they giggle and he gives her candy. The inside thing, is that supposed to be the same kind of candy he used to give to her husband when he was 6, 7, 8 years old?
Oh, wow.
So, you know, the Democrats, the Republicans, nobody's done much of anything for black folk. The Republicans have just been a write-off, but they're anxious for votes now. The Democratic Party, I mean, more power to them, but if you vote for the Democrats, you're giving LGBTQ, etc., the end. So we get nothing out of it.
We are no longer the priority minority.
And then the other thing, too, is in about 30 years, there will no longer be a majority race in America, and we won't be the largest minority. It will be Hispanics,
we're
whites.
surpassed. With 13.1% of the Hispanics are 16.9%.
Yeah, well, they're increasing.
Yeah.
Now, in California, they're 54% of the population.
Okay.
So they're a majority in California. They're approaching that in Nevada and Arizona and New Mexico. So in Hawaii, there is no majority race, and everybody calls everybody cuz, and the politics there are completely different than they are in most states.
So look, check this out. Basically what I'm saying is I'm right. Look. Look. So look. Now you see the propaganda. Oh. Oh shit. Yeah. Bye y'all.